listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. Good morning.
Well, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Well, I am doing just absolutely fantastic.
Really?
I am.
I understand that your fitness tracker on your watch has it spins now.
It spins now. So I have on the Apple Watch. It keeps track of all of my steps and my fitness throughout the day, just as my Fitbit did. So I upgraded to the watch a few months ago.
Yep.
And there's there's 4 things that we're tracking on my watch throughout the day. My number of steps. Every hour it reminds me to get up and walk around.
Standing.
And so it has a standing goal, and so the goal is to stand at least 1 minute out of every 12 hours. And then there's an exercise goal, so get 30 minutes of exercise. And then it also keeps track of my active calories that I've burned. So not
calories.
Not just regular calories, but active, like if I'm actively burning calories.
Does it monitor your eyesight?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost. And hindsight is 20/20.
The reason I asked this is because you said that you had an excessively active day yesterday.
I did have an excessively.
But you can't seem to prove it to anybody.
I sort of can prove it. So, it's kind of fun to watch the little circles fill up throughout the day, and it's just a visual to where your goal, that you're getting closer to your goal.
Sure.
And of course, then you do the silly thing at the end of the day. You see, okay, I'm 700 steps away from
a full circle,
right? And so you'll walk around and you'll do jumping jacks and you'll be a little silly in the house, but we're all silly in the house, so it kind of works out.
Okay.
Well, yesterday I hit a record on every one of my circles that I'd never hit before. And I'm so excited. I came in to show everybody.
You said it spun around several times.
Yeah, so the circle fills up, and then if you overshoot it, it fills up again and fills up again. And so yesterday, for the first time ever, I actually burned, normally I can't even burn all 460 calories, active calories.
You don't get a full circle.
I don't get a full circle. Yesterday, I burned 782 calories, actively burned calories. So my little circle went like 1.5 times around.
That's pretty amazing.
Which was pretty amazing. The exercise circle that goes around when you hit 30 minutes of exercise.
Right.
Of course, you go to an hour-long workout. It goes around twice, which is pretty fun to watch it.
Sure.
Yesterday, I burned I exercised for 201 minutes. So the circle goes around, fills up 7 times. It's like watching at the circus.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it.
And then, of course, I stood for, I got credit for 18 hours of standing yesterday.
18 out of 12.
Out of 12, right? So it went 1.5 times. The goal is 12.
Yes.
The goal is 12 hours out of the day that you're moving. The goal is 30 minutes of exercise. And the goal for me, according to my height and weight and all that stuff, is 480 active calories. So I was so excited because it was spinning and going around and around.
You wanted to show us the spin.
And I wanted to show everybody the spin. And I'm trying to show Mark in the office here this morning. He's like, and it's not spinning. It just shows him.
Thank you for showing me that static picture.
Thanks for that.
It looks like a target to me.
I was so excited. I can't get it to spin again. And I close out of the app. I close it out. I come back in thinking I can trick it. But once it's shown it to you,
you don't need to see it again.
You don't need to see it again, and I want to see it again.
Well, you put in a remarkable effort yesterday.
Well, yesterday was one of those just crazy, what is my friend would say, off the chain kind of days.
Yes.
Where, of course, standing and we're getting my walk in, and I, early in the morning I get started, and so I'm moving all day long. We go and work out.
Oh, man.
And get our workout in for the day, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, 1,000 calories.
Right. And then in the afternoon, my husband and I took a dance lesson.
Wow, that's a workout.
So that is a workout.
Absolutely.
You get yourself, so that's probably how I got most of my steps in throughout the day. And then, as if that wasn't enough of a day, we did a second workout because we did an event.
A second workout?
And we did an event at another fitness studio and did a second workout. So really, I got like 3 workouts, 201 exercise minutes out of the day.
It was amazing.
Almost 12,000 steps in, and I burned 782 active calories. Aren't you so glad to know that?
I am. Congratulations.
It's one of those, you wear this thing on your hand, and you're trying to hit your goal, and you're trying to be active, and you're trying to do... And then one day you actually do. Now, I could never repeat this day.
Oh, well.
I think it would kill me.
It about killed me. It broke me in half.
But it was fun to watch. It was fun to see it's the prize, right? As entrepreneurs, we know we got to dangle that carrot out there and reward ourselves when it's a job well done, because nobody else is patting us on the back, right?
True.
Oh my gosh, Angel, you're so excited and you did so good. But my watch is, and I'm excited about that.
There you go.
Right?
Guess what time it is? You know what's coming. It's time for You Choose the News, the game show where Eric selects the news that Angel's going to choose.
Yeah, my husband was listening to the show yesterday, and he doesn't usually catch, I guess, the top of the hour.
Oh.
He says, I heard that you choose the news part. He says, but you don't really choose the news. Eric chooses the news.
That's correct.
Yes, and that's what I told him.
Thank you for being so observant
Eric
at the top of the hour, James.
Eric chooses
we appreciate that.
The news. I guess get to choose the order in which Eric shares the news. We should call this Eric shares the news.
It's time
for Eric shares the news.
That doesn't rhyme.
Choose
the news.
That rhymes. Oh.
Come on, lady.
All right,
you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've got Stillhouse Moonshine, you've got Amazon Encryption, or Cars and Drones.
Ooh, Cars and Drones.
Cars and Drones. Rinspeed Evos concept car has a drone that could actually end road rage in traffic jams. The Swiss company Rinspeed has unveiled a car that comes with its own drone, so you can avoid traffic jams ahead. You hit the car right in front of you because you're flying the drone, but that's beside the point. One catch: the futuristic concept vehicle is unlikely to become a reality anytime soon because it's illegal to use drones near cars and people. What were you thinking, Rinspeed?
Okay, so we put the drone on the car.
Correct.
So you could use it in traffic.
Yes.
But you can't use it in traffic.
Can't use it in traffic because there's cars.
Because there's cars.
Yeah. Police also would not look favorably towards drivers operating a drone while stuck in traffic. It does show how serious the car industry is about trying to combat traffic congestion. This comes out of the Geneva Motor Show, and very interesting. It's using on a hybrid BMW i8 is the prototype that is being used. It has a steering wheel that folds away at the press of a button. You heard me correctly. You push a button, the steering wheel folds into thirds and sucks itself into the dashboard. It's a self-driving, drone-led car. And it says, contrary to the Silicon Valley hype, however, fully autonomous cars are at least 15 to 20 years away because the sensors and computer power can't process information as quickly and as accurately as humans. Isn't that interesting, having a drone? What if every car had a drone flying above it?
Well...
And now we have drone traffic.
You would just get distracted by that.
Yeah.
Now you have drone traffic, and now we have it's just one more thing, more thing to pay attention to,
Amazon
so we don't
Encryption?
have distracted driving.
Amazon Encryption or Stillhouse Moonshine?
Moonshine.
Moonshine it is. Stillhouse has put a unique spin on the illicit spirit of moonshine. Moonshine, by the way, is becoming more and more mainstream.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Went to Walmart in Phoenix.
It tastes like
and they sell moonshine
gasoline.
at Walmart.
I'll never drink gasoline, but I imagine this is what it tastes like.
America's always had a taste for moonshine, a.k.a. white whiskey, white lightning, white dog, or any or a dozen or so other monikers. But these days, the spirit, essentially an unaged booze, often made from corn, has gone from back alley to the corporate boardroom. That's right, moonshine is now made legally And many companies are vying for a piece of the category action that saw more than 1,000% growth from 2010 to 2013. Here's what's interesting about this. Stillhouse is a moonshine brand. It's been around since 2010, but it's just undergone a major facelift. They're not putting it in mason jars. Nope, that's your traditional Stillhouse or traditional moonshine. Stillhouse is putting them in gas cans.
Oh, that makes that actually makes good sense.
It looks like a turpentine bottle can, and they're putting. Would you drink moonshine out of a can?
I'm not drinking moonshine anyways, but it actually seems more appropriate. That's what it tastes like.
Stillhouse Original Moonshine, America's finest. You can get it in whiskey, apple crisp whiskey, or peach tea whiskey flavors.
Ooh, peach tea. I don't think it's going to taste like I think it will.
We're going to find out. I'm going to get a can of moonshine and bring it on the set. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk just ahead. You're listening to Angel and Eric. This is Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT.
You're clear? The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person, and when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation started with Go Sober, it allowed me to rehabilitate privately, and having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job. The infusions allowed me to put a reset button on loving myself again. My first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle of wine. What's next for me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
Longtime Lifestyles member Curtis Haynes.
The real joy for me, looking back, is helping others. And I wouldn't be able to have done it without the support of Lifestyles. I just can't say thank you enough, Dale, for that.
If we were to ask people if they could vote on the top 10 guys that help other people, you'd be one of them. There's no doubt about it.
You have this roadmap of all these success stories. I'm just one. I'm just one person out of 1,000 fantastic success stories that each and every person can learn from. That's my advice.
Take Curtis Haynes' advice. Come meet the like-minded, successful investors who are helping others just like Dell helped him. Attend the workshop. Get your map. Safely and quickly build wealth and passive income so you never have to worry about working till you drop, losing your job, or retiring in poverty. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com. That's 5wayswemakemoney.com to register for the workshop that will change your life.
Well, the Fed has finally raised rates. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Wrong! Rates have actually gone down since the Fed raised the prime lending rate. Thanks to good old China, you can still get a 30-year fixed rate in the high 3s and a 15-year fixed in the low 3s with little to no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the 3s on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV. Credit score 660. Loan amount $100,000.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you look so pretty. Your eyes are bluer than blue.
Thank you, Craig. I like your green eyes.
Which do you think is a better looking color?
Something in between.
What do you mean?
In between blue and green, like the Caribbean Sea on our honeymoon.
Now that's a good memory.
Then let's go downtown to William Crow.
What's that got to do with anything?
You know, you silly, it's Aquamarine Month at William Crow.
Will it cost a lot of green?
Not at all. It's pretty, but not pricey. At William Crow in the month of March, these blue-green gems are on display in rings and necklaces and earrings. brand new vintage estate.
Legend has it that wearing aquamarine makes one youthful and reduces anxiety. Let's go, Blue Eyes.
16th and Champa. Free validated parking. Online at WilliamCrow.com.
William Crow Jewelry.
Making Denver sparkle since 1924.
William Crow Jewelry on the 3rd floor of the University Building in downtown Denver and online at WilliamCrow.com. William Crow Jewelry, making Denver sparkle since 1924.
Stand by. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. Mics are hot. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. Hey, today is going to be gorgeous.
Oh, I really should listen to you before I plan my outfit for the day.
Oh, it is going to be gorgeous. 68 degrees, sunny, clear, beautiful, not a chance of precipitation. We're going to have a beautiful, beautiful, is it still winter?
It is still winter.
Dang.
We have not yet hit spring.
Wow.
We've not yet hit spring. My husband's birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday,
And
Jay.
he always has. There's always beautiful weather on Jay's birthday. Even if it's snowy all around it, he always on his birthday has beautiful weather. Well, he was worried that because we've had such a stretch of nice weather,
right,
that it was going to end the
good luck.
The good luck, but actually, no, but still, it's still
it was
gorgeous.
very nice. This just in, Peyton Manning has decided to come out of retirement to become a starter for the Houston Texans, to which Brock Osweiler said, "What the?"
Oh, yeah.
Just
How
kidding.
funny
That
would
was
that
a
be?
meme that I read on Facebook.
That is so funny. Well, speaking of retirement and some of the younger folks, this just given to us by our producer, Bill.
Hot off the wire.
Right? Dos Equis is retiring. It's most interesting man in the world.
No. You can't take the most interesting man.
Right? They say roughly 9 years they've decided that maybe the world's reigning most interesting man isn't so interesting.
Next thing you're going to tell me that Budweiser's going to take their frogs away.
Yeah, so actually they're doing a kind of a farewell final ad campaign. Apparently the most interesting man is headed off to the moon.
What?
To the moon.
They're sending him to the moon?
Yes, and they're hoping to replace him with maybe a younger, more interesting man.
No chance.
And so Bill was our producer was talking about, what if Ronald McDonald, they brought him back as a teenager?
Oh gosh, please don't.
And the Colonel.
Please
Colonel
don't.
was really, just a private.
The Colonel's actually running for president.
And what about instead of the Burger King, we'll now have the Burger Prince. Well, could he be like the Fresh Burger Prince? That could be fun.
Oh,
that could be fun.
Listen to you.
All right. Well, anyways, talking about the most interesting ads, when we talk about the tagline in Dos Equis, right? He says, I don't always drink beer.
Yeah.
But when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Yeah, it's almost a mixed message.
Right? So here's your spokesperson who doesn't actually drink beer.
Now listen, most interesting man, we're a beer company. And we want you to go out there and sell a lot of beer.
He said, but I don't really drink beer.
Oh.
Well, let's be...
we can work with that.
Yeah,
all right, hold on. Okay.
Would you drink it? I mean, if we put two beers in front of you, and one was Dos Equis and one was something else.
Well, I might drink both of them.
But I would prefer...
I guess I'd prefer Dos Equis.
I prefer Dos Equis.
That's it! That's the campaign!
When you think about authentic, real...
Yeah.
spokespeople, rather than saying I only ever do this, which is probably not true, because in life, we don't only ever do anything.
Right.
But how real this was, and how sticky the campaign ended up being for 9 years. But they're actually going to retire.
I think it's funny you mentioned that. There's a football announcer who used to be a Denver Bronco here in this town, and he has an online directory, and from time to time you see him endorse things exclusively, which has got to drive the other people who paid to be on the directory nuts, because he'll pick one out of the category that has 15 in the same category and say, I only endorse this one, but you endorse the others on your website.
All right, well, let's get some lessons from Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban,
who taught his 16-year-old mini-me.
There's a mini-me?
There is a mini-me, right? So the Shark Tank investors were charmed by baby-faced Benjamin Stern, the 16-year-old founder and CEO of Bottleless Bath Products, whose pitch involved washing his grandmother's hair. And so the little 16-year-old on Shark Tank fell in love, or the sharks fell in love with him. And Mark Cuban said, I saw myself in Stern, and they started calling him Mini-Me.
Mini-Me.
Right?
He kind of looks like
Mark Cuban's son. Right? He made a deal with him for $100,000 in exchange for 25% of the company. So here's what Mini-Me says Mark Cuban has taught him about business. Number one, you have to walk before you run. He said when he was 14, he watched a documentary about the plastic bottling industry and realized that much of the plastic that goes unrecycled came from people's bathrooms, where they're more likely to toss an empty bottle into the trash. Who's thinking, what 14-year-old is paying attention to, okay, so we have a bunch of trash and empty bottles, but most of the people are throwing them away in their bathroom. That's where most of the empty bottles come from.
Okay.
So he decided to take that idea behind detergent pods and apply it to shampoo, body wash, shaving cream.
So you're going to have a little plastic goo?
No, it's almost like a little dishwasher pod, or like do you know those Lindt chocolates? The little truffle balls. Lindor
chocolates.
Okay,
Lindt truffle company, yes.
Sorry, but they put them in little packaging, so biodegradable wrappers, like the little bath salts. They come in little individual pods, right?
Okay.
No, you don't get it.
Well, you lost me there because Lindt chocolates are wrapped in chocolate.
Sorry. What's the little truffle ball that's wrapped in like a foil? Little truffle.
Lindt.
That's what I said.
But the foil is not biodegradable.
In that it isn't, but but in these pods, the shampoo is now in a little ball in a biodegradable. I was trying to give you an example.
I see.
I was trying to so you could picture it.
I'm trying to picture.
Okay, so you don't eat chocolates. Dishwasher, little dishwasher pods.
I know those.
So you just
the
put the
dishwasher
pod in.
pods are the laundry pods, and they've all got this little plastic film that is supposed to melt in the water, but what it really does is slimes up around your fingers if you mess with it at all. And
it doesn't slime up on your fingers.
Okay.
It doesn't slime up on your fingers.
You got to walk before you run.
Anyways, it taught him some other things about that, but I'm gonna move on because Eric has derailed this. You don't need to wait for the perfect time, he says, to seek a deal. So this is what the mini-me of Mark Cuban, a 16-year-old who the Shark Tanks fell in love with and called mini-me. These were the tips that he learned from Mark Cuban. So walk before you run. So take baby steps. Don't wait for the perfect time to seek a deal. You need to foster excitement over your brand.
This is going to be a game changer, a life-changing event.
Right? And so this is one of the things. He said he realized that keeping up the excitement is an inevitable and ongoing challenge. So he's determined to build relationships with customers, making the most of the momentum he's got. And then finally, you need to surround yourself with people better than you.
That's the biggest one ever.
Right? We do need to surround ourselves with people that will lift us up, encourage us, and motivate us. And they are. When we think about the team you're going to put together, your A-team, those you network with, and your staff.
Been around the block before you have. Right? They know what they're doing.
And who you are is a representation of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
Yes. All right. Well, there you have it.
We're glad you hang out with us.
Absolutely. We're going to stop for a little news break and some sponsorships, but before we're done, we'll be back. I mean, it's quick, folks. It's quick. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT.
You're clear. Stand by. We'll roll the promo in a second. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey, everyone. It's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, Call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. Now there's a brilliant piece of analysis from that well-known economist Yogi Berra. And if you've looked at your 401k lately, you'll know what he's talking about. These days, a nickel still ain't worth a dime. And our new radio station will explain why. Money Talk, 1690 AM, is all about economics and life. From how the turmoil around the world affects your wallet to retirement planning.
Back about 3:30, that ran about 22 seconds.
All about money. Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Market Wrap with Mo Ansari is your daily source for financial news and analysis. With over 30 years of trading experience, Mo shares his thoughts on the markets, answers your financial questions, and features guest experts from around the world covering a variety of investment topics. Visit marketwrapwithmo.com for more info about the show and listen to Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
This is a message for people 62 years or older, or those about to be 62 and own a home or looking to purchase a home. At Stanford Funding, we offer a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase, which will allow you to use the equity in your home to enjoy retirement to the fullest, either by creating a monthly income stream or simply allowing you to never have to make another mortgage payment again. A reverse mortgage to allow you the freedom you have always dreamed of. Please give Stanford Funding a call at 303-458-8200 to see if you can qualify for a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase. We're a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB and many, many years of experience in the Colorado market. Again, call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com to make your dreams come true.
Approval based on 62 years of age and equity in the home.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk of dementia. Now, a study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated hearing loss actually causes brain shrinkage. Not only does this affect your communication ability, but it also affects your memory as well. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
Stand by. The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. It is a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. 68 degrees later in this afternoon. It's sunny, no chance of precipitation. We're going to have a fantastic day, and it leads into tomorrow, which of course is Fan Braggin Friday, and it's going to be 75 degrees.
It's going to be 75 tomorrow.
Come on
Fan Braggin Friday.
Great way to enter the weekend.
Well, make sure that you plug in this phone number, 855-FAN-BRAG, into your phone so you can call in and fan brag. Tell us who you love to do business with. We open up the phone lines for the entire show.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. We love hearing your phone calls. It's a great way for us to interact with you. We're talking about changing the way people treat people in business and creating this revolution. And it all starts with lifting up others, shining the light on somebody else. It's so easy to say, hey, I do great business. We offer great customer service.
How about telling somebody I'll say that over again. How about telling us about somebody else who does great business? And then we'll let you talk about yours too.
And we do it every single Friday. 855-FAN-BRAG is the phone number.
So you want to be a startup, huh? You want to start a new business? Well, let's talk to the experts and see what they think about your startup idea.
You know what, Eric? What made you decide that you should start a business? I mean, what was the impetus for that you thought, all right, I'm not going to work for somebody else. I'm going to do my own thing.
I was born creative, and therefore I don't fit into anybody's box. I've been in corporate work. In fact,
but you've had
I've worked
jobs.
for the guy that we're going to talk
You've had jobs,
about.
Right?
I've had many jobs, very successful in those. But I always come away from them thinking I would do it a little differently. I could do this a little better. I might be able to put my own spin on it and build something just a smidge better. And so I actually worked for Howard Schultz and the company called Starbucks. And he has some pretty interesting thoughts on the art of entrepreneurship. He says, how do you come up with a great startup idea? Don't. Not unless you've taken a long, hard look at what it really means and you're willing to be tested on the things that make you and break you, and that you can endure the blows of rising and falling and then get back up over and over and over again. That's from Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks.
Which is not exciting news as somebody who's trying to decide.
Or it could be just the impetus that you need.
To start my own business. But it's nice to know going into it, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be the graph where you start at the bottom and it's just a straight trajectory to success.
No, it's usually a bowl full of spaghetti.
It's a roller coaster ride for sure. And it will test you. It'll test your fortitude, your tenacity, really your vision, your goals. Do you have what it takes? And we've watched very many business owners or startups end up going back to closing down their company and going back to a day job, because it gets to be pretty overwhelming. You're wearing all of those hats, and your family. If you're not coming from a family of entrepreneurs, it does seem as if it would be safer, more comfortable, more familiar if you just went to work and had a paycheck and you knew where to show up and somebody else was doing all the heavy lifting for you.
All right. So you hear that and you go, you know what, Angel, Eric, you really don't get me. You don't understand. Well, maybe we do. Howard certainly did. And he knew that by telling you don't start something new, you will probably be motivated to do just exactly that. It's human nature. So he says, all right, then here are some points that you need to know. First of all, if you think you have a new idea, just rest easy. It may not be original.
So much there's nothing new under the sun.
True.
Right? But there are some different ways we can take things that are currently happening and just make a tweak on them. For example, we watched Uber and Lyft watch their growth, right? Took the taxi industry, which was not a new concept.
Completely stagnant.
Let's pick people up and, in our car and take them to where they want to go.
Been doing it for 65, 70 years.
Yeah. And so here's now, consider Uber is valued at $62 billion. $1 billion.
Google's investing in it.
Right? But here was a flailing industry of you have to stand on a corner, wave your hand, wait for a cab to come by. But now you can just push a button and a car's going to arrive within a few minutes. Not a new idea, however, disruptive ideas.
Yes.
How can we disrupt the way things are now and actually make it better? Take technology, even take away technology and go old school in many cases, and actually just do a little spin on the industry. Think about Kodak. Do you remember Kodak? Kodak moments?
Cameras,
right? Mm-hmm. Do you remember photomats? You would drop off your film, at the little
photomats?
Right? You'd drop off your film. I would do it at the mall. Go walk around and wait and come back. And then, of course, if you had any dirty pictures, everybody's dirty pictures were you could see it in the mall. It was really funny to stand there and watch people's pictures. Mostly they're when they were weight loss pictures, right? All their befores, and so they're taking all these angles of their tummies, from this side, from that side, and I just remember standing in the window as a teenager going,
apparently,
do they know that I can see these pictures?
All right.
But then along came new technology, and now Kodak is not the big dog anymore.
In fact, they're not any dog anymore. Howard says you have to have belief and conviction. He goes on to say, make sure your idea is one that you believe in and have a sense of conviction about. Belief is based upon your experiences, your perceptions, and your background. Conviction takes that belief and pushes it through with intelligence and courage and labor and determination and expectation. The synonymous correlation between the two is what creates buy-in. If you're not sold, ain't nobody buying.
Yeah, think about you are going to be tested, questioned, scoffed at. Why'd you put this button here? Why'd you think this would work?
Do we really need another one of those?
Right? You're going to have so many people questioning you, and your belief and conviction will determine whether or not this can actually sustain, marketability. Rarely will anybody else be as excited about your product as you are. So if you're not, you don't have it, you're just kind of wishy-washy.
Get out of the way.
Sell it to somebody.
Yeah.
Sell the idea to somebody.
Absolutely.
Because you're going to flounder.
Howard goes on to say, we're talking about Howard Schultz and what he says about success in the startup space. He says, follow the advice I give my kids for picking a job. Find something you're good at, something that's needed in the world, something you enjoy doing, and something that leaves the world better than you found it. And if you take a look at the Starbucks model, it's exactly why he purchased the Starbucks business way back in the 60s and then has come and gone a couple of times with them.
It's significance. There are going to be days, again, that, is this all worth it? You got a rejection or it didn't really pan out the way you thought. You might have to fire an employee. There are going to be challenges. But when you've got that big vision, that conviction, you know that what you're doing is making a difference. And that if you were to close your doors, the community would feel it. The world would feel a gap. Then
you're onto something.
You're onto something.
Correction, I said 60s, 1971. March 30th, 1971 was when Starbucks opened.
Oh, well, look at you. So he says, don't just pick an idea and start a company. Think about it. Remember that starting a company, he says, is not for the faint of heart.
True.
You will invest intangible unmeasurables in it. Ownership, showing up, risk-taking, transparency, humor, faithfulness, integrity, and leadership. You're going to give it everything you've got over and over again. Is it going to be hard?
Yes.
but will it be worth it?
Absolutely. And to kind of give a little color to this, let's just say after all that, you say, well, I'm starting my own business anyways. Be aware of a great resource. The SBA, the Small Business Administration through the government, has a number of different resources, including the SBDC, the Small Business Development Centers, that are located all over the country, and several right here in the Denver metro area. Here are 9 steps to starting a business. Write a business plan, get business assistance and training through the SBDC, choose a business location, finance your business, determine the legal structure of your business, that's a big one, register your business name you're doing business as, and register for state and local taxes, obtain business licenses and permits, and then understand your responsibility as an employer. I'm going to post this from the SBA, the 9 steps for starting a business, on our Facebook wall, facebook.com/Experience Pros. All right, we have to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, more positive business talk. That's right, you're listening to Angel and Eric. It's Denver's Money Talk, 1690 KDMT.
You're clear? America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Are you a woman planning for retirement? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a special class just for you, Women in Wealth. It's different for women. If you're a woman concerned about your financial future, this class is for you. Seats are limited. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com, or call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Maybe it's age catching up. Maybe you or a loved one is recovering and just needs a little help getting around. Whatever the need, our chief bargain hunter has teamed up with the folks at Accessible Systems in Inglewood to bring you a special 50% off deal for the Go-Go Elite Traveler scooter. That's right, only $624.50 for a scooter normally priced at $1,249. Not being able to move around can really make life difficult. And with this indoor-outdoor scooter that is made for easy transport, you or your loved one can regain that freedom that is so easily taken for granted. Regain that freedom of mobility. And what better way to do it than for half price? Find out more about this limited time deal at denverhalfprice.com, or just click the Bargain Hunter link on 710knus.com or krks.com and learn all about the ways the folks at Accessible Systems can help you make getting around at home and on the road a breeze. That's the Go-Go Elite Travel Scooter for just $624.50, and the only place to find it is at denverhalfprice.com.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Women, you are often too wrapped up in being thin. But what about about being strong and fit. You often don't think about your hormones until you have completely stopped making estrogen and are into menopause. Hormones begin to change typically in your early 30s and gradually decline, causing weight gain, irritability, poor sleep, fatigue, and brain fog. Replacing these hormones as your natural production declines, you can get rid of the crabbiness. You can begin sleeping again, feeling energetic, stop the midsection fat, and you can think clearly. Call Synergenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
You like predictability. You open a Cracker Jacks box, you know there'll be a prize inside. You walk into a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know talking will be at a minimum and explosions at a maximum. Same with your garage door. You press a button, you want it to close or open. Either way, with colder weather heading this way, you don't want surprises. Well, this winter, Don's Garage Doors makes predictability simple. If your garage door is groaning, squeaking, hesitating, or shaking like it's in a blender, don't wait for your door to stop working. Don's is ready to help with the kind of service you thought had long disappeared. Well, it hasn't. And since 1989, Don's has just about seen it all and fixed thousands of garage doors in the Denver metro area. They understand what all the noise and motion is all about and can fix small problems before they become large problems. Don's will have your door running smoothly in no time. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com today and enjoy a garage door as predictable as the sunrise. DonsGarageDoors.com.
Stand by. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. This is the most positive business talk show in America here on Denver's Money Talk 1690 KDMT. We're talking about starting something new, starting up a business, a venture that is going to be the next big thing.
The next big thing. We talked a little bit about the Shark Tanks and the Mini-Me, the Ben Stern, who actually thought the idea of bottleless shampoo and body products that you use in the shower to reduce the clutter and the trash that recycled bottles put into our landfills.
Yeah.
Talked a little bit from Howard Schultz of what it takes to actually be that entrepreneur, the attitude and the fortitude that it takes. Well, we've had some crazy ideas shared here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
No, who calls them crazy?
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. Things that we
Make
think, okay.
Go,
So we watched, we shared the story of a couple of folks who are selling jarred air from the countryside.
Out of the UK, they're actually using nets
to capture
air,
fresh country air,
to put them into mason jars
and ship them to polluted areas in China
for $17 a jar.
And this is real. This is legitimate. They're not just closing up, the jars saying there's air.
They're making thousands.
They really are going outside and capturing
with nets
the air, and it's this very big deal. Anyway, so they're selling air. So then Eric talks about his idea.
Hold on, wait, what?
Don't you remember? You talked about your idea of the dehydrated water.
Oh, don't say it out loud over the air because that
you shared it 2 days ago.
Oh man, somebody's going to steal that idea.
So yeah, Eric wants to sell, but it's all in the marketing. So dehydrated water.
Just add water.
Yeah. And when you're ready, but right now it's dehydrated. And
it is.
How are you going to package that?
I'm going to get a net, and I'm going to I'm going to have a net. Put air.
No, you can't do that. You have to actually take the water and take the air out of it. So
that's
you're
true.
just putting air in. That's been done. That's selling air.
Well, we have a water dehydration plant at my apartment, and so we do that first. And then I have Annette, who's beautiful, by the way, comes in and she puts the dehydrated water in the jars. So, and then corks them off.
So there really isn't anything unique about what you're doing.
Have you met Annette?
All right, but how about this idea? The world's first.
Yes.
Water bar. Water bar is set to open up its doors, bringing local tap water to its guests.
A water bar?
Water bar. They serve nothing but tap water.
Tap water?
Tap water. Tap water, water from the sink.
Not bottled water?
Not bottled water.
Tap water. Where is this opening?
Oh, I didn't look at that.
Somewhere.
I'll find that.
But there's a bar opening.
There's a bar opening.
What do you have?
And they're going to serve water. Oh, it's in Minneapolis. Sorry.
Oh.
And it's the brainchild of
We've
the
got friends up in Minneapolis.
Works Progress Studio, and its motto is "Water is all we have." Now, because it's tap water, it's no charge. It's free. You can just go in and drink water, all the water you'd like. In fact, it's kind of like a buffet. All you can drink, right? But they will actually be talking to you about the potential water shortage problems and the water quality problems you're going to get, like a little water tasting. You'll have your little, instead of the sommelier who talks about wine, the bartenders will be water system experts.
All right, you know what? We need to put out the word to our friend over in Minneapolis over at AM 1440 KYCR. Nick Anderson's the general manager over there, sister station up in Minneapolis. And Nick, you've got to go to the bar and report for us your findings on the tap water being offered.
So more than just a pop-up project, they say it's an open space for the generation of conversations and connections around the life-sustaining, precarious communal activity at drinking tap water.
Last time I had a communal activity in the tap water,
we invite water bar visitors to engage with one another, as well as with project collaborators who tend bar and share their knowledge of water and water issues. Water bar is a place to talk, to quench your thirst, to inquire, and share personal stories and reflections. I don't know yet how they make money. I'm going to guess that they're selling water treatment systems
maybe
for you to take home, but I don't know that.
Well,
it's the water bar.
I just told you.
And you can have a tasting flight where different tap waters are offered
from different parts of the city.
So you can order a flight.
a flight of water,
right? Just like you do.
God bless him. I'm calling on Nick Anderson over at KYCR.
If you're really going to call on Nick Anderson, then really call on Nick Anderson.
I'm going to.
I'm like, you just doing it right here isn't
send
really
him the
calling
audio
on
of this
him.
clip, and he's going to go out there. He's our sister station up there in Minneapolis. He's going to go out and he's going to report back, and we're going to have a report back on the water bar.
Well, it isn't open. It isn't open yet.
Well, just hold on, Nick Anderson.
Set to open.
Settle down now, Mister.
I'm gonna look it up and see when it's opening. Maybe we can do a ribbon cutting.
A ribbon cutting for the water bar.
Water bar.
The experienced pros will fly out and do a ribbon cutting.
And by the experienced pros, he means Eric.
Come on now. By the way, to our other listener, whose name is Nick, and I think there's only two of them, good morning. The tap water is not from Fiji.
No.
Sorry. It's from Minneapolis, which is pretty close. It's a suburb.
There's actually, it celebrates the wonder and fragility of tap water.
Wonder and fragility?
Yeah. Serves local tap water. We give it away for free.
Water has fragility?
Right. It is fragile.
Well, I thought fragility meant it was colder than the rest of them.
The first step is to recruit some bartenders. So they're trying to wrangle up some experts.
And it's not easy to recruit bartenders for a water bar.
And
you have to have a straight face.
They're going to be trained in some of the basics of the Twin Cities water system.
Yes.
So their job will be to pour the drinks and start the watery conversations.
This just in, Flint, Michigan is interested in the water bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe they'll franchise. Maybe they'll franchise.
Yeah, except Flint's not going to use local water from the taps.
Yeah.
No, that's
and the idea is to help people talk about their connections to the tap water. Again, if they're giving it away for free, don't know what the business model is, I'm thinking they sell water treatment systems.
We'll see.
And that this is just a fancy marketing. And if it is to sell water treatment systems, I'm impressed.
It made it to big news on boingboing.com. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got to take a break for the top of the hour at Station IDs and bring on all of our national affiliates. We'll be back right after these messages.
You're clear. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Is good.
KDNT Arvada, Denver.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
The Colorado Business Roundtable brings you Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Hear from key leaders in Colorado's business community, advocating for proactive business policies that strengthen the economy and help business grow and thrive in Colorado, as well as helping to make Colorado the best place to live now and for generations to come. Connect and Collaborate weekdays from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 and MoneyTalk1690.com.
Imagine your life 5 years from now. Are you on the path you want to be on? It's time to take control of your future by getting a world-class education from one of the nation's top universities. Arizona State University is now offering over 100 top-tier degree programs 100% online. It's the exact same degree our on-campus students receive, but you can learn from anywhere in the country on your own schedule. For information, call 1-800-720-3423. Learn from ASU's world-renowned faculty and use ASU's global recognition to improve your visibility, professional network, and gain real-world experience you can start using today. The Wall Street Journal ranked ASU 5th in the nation for producing the best qualified graduates. Now discover how ASU Online can stand out on your resume and help separate you from the competition. We're ready to help you learn to thrive in your life, in your career, and beyond. To learn more about ASU Online degrees, call 1-800-720-3423. That's 1-800-720-3423.
Take a moment right now and rate your lifestyle on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is a life of quiet desperation that doesn't resemble what you were promised after getting that college degree and corporate job. Now a 10 is a life that exceeds your wildest expectations of the life they promised you for doing all the right things and working hard. If you answered anything less than 10, stop what you're doing and go to mypassiveincomeworkshop.com. Passive income is not a secret, but chances are no one has ever shared it with you until now. Learn how to generate passive streams of income at our free workshop, mypassiveincomeworkshop.com, so you can live at a 10 for the rest of your life.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
This is the Retirement Jock, Jeff Thompson. You can listen to me every morning from 8 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. I'm going to coach and empower you on how to get to retirement, stay in retirement, and live the lifestyle you've always hoped for. We'll discuss every relevant topic about retirement that you can imagine, and we'll make it entertaining and valuable so that you want to listen the whole hour. Tune in so I can teach you the winning ways to retirement. Remember, 8 to 9 every morning on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the Retirement Jock.
Stand by. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us this morning. Hey, guess what? We're here to remind you that small business is big business. It's the backbone of the American economy, and your business is our business. We make it so, and we are here to help you in your business. This just in, another member of our directory and the Extreme Customer Service Directory and membership network of the Experience Pros business model has just made a huge deal in Nevada. We're talking about JP Krause with Squeal Rum, and he makes a phenomenal rum product, and now has distribution in 20 different outlets across Nevada.
Well, cheers to you. Cheers to you, JP, and the entire Squeal Rum family. Getting a product out into distribution is such a milestone, and you are on your way to supercharged success, and we're so excited to have a front row seat to watching all of that.
Absolutely. All right, guess what time it is? It's time for You Choose the News, the game show where Eric finds the really cool stories that you rarely hear of, and Angel just scratches her head.
And this persona comes out for him. You choose the news. It's like his game show voice. Here it's supposed to be something about serious news stories, but I feel like I'm playing a game show. So give me my categories, if you would, please.
You betcha. Hold on for just one moment. My computer just did something bad. Your categories include hacking Facebook.
Okay.
You put what in your carry-on?
What do you mean?
That's exactly right.
Okay, all right.
You put what in your carry-on?
Okay.
And take that. We're on the way to the hospital. Take that.
Okay. All right.
Here's the weird thing. I got a little drop down on my take that. Oh, there it is. The little drop down advertisement, little pop up kind of advertisement. and it wouldn't go away. But I figured it out.
But you figured it out. You have to be a little smarter.
All right, so you've
than
got
the technology. User error.
Hacking Facebook.
Let's hack Facebook.
Hacking Facebook. Some guy figured out how to hack every or any profile on Facebook.
Yeah, you know what? We're all subject to it because we click on all those things. I bet you can't guess how many songs have the letter S in them, or let's all change our Facebook profile to have this, new color on it. And as soon as we click on all of these, which celebrity are you? They all are collecting all of our data, and we are subjecting ourselves to possible spam and them taking over our Facebook profiles.
Well, the good news is that has nothing to do with this story because this is a white hat hacker.
Oh, a white hat hacker.
Yes.
Those are the ones that go in and let the company know these are where all your
Facebook hired him. Facebook paid him $15,000 to go out and hack if you can. And he can. How could I have hacked all Facebook accounts? He discovered a way of exploiting Facebook's forgot password algorithm and forced his way into anybody's account and uploaded a proof of concept video that shows the exploit. Facebook, who's worked with this guy before, says one of the most valuable benefits of bug bounty programs, they
actually get paid to go around and hack websites.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool gig.
He's a white hat.
So he's doing it to help the company see where any other hack
he's doing when he doesn't talk about it.
So when he puts his black hat on.
Yes,
right?
watch out when he puts on his black hat.
Is that the difference? So is it a black hat hacker?
White hat, good guys.
So we're telling you what the black hats could end up doing that could be bad for your company, and they go out and find it. That's an interesting gig, and so my guess is, what's the training to become a white hat hacker? Do they find him in jail?
I don't know.
You mean how?
Maybe some of them have.
How do you put on your resume that you have this skill?
Actually, all we need is producer Bill to go find them because he knows where they live.
Right, but how do you find them in a black alley? Is there like a he's
the guy in the lineup that looks like a silhouette.
Okay.
He discovered the vulnerability, reported it to Facebook. He told them on February 22nd. By March 2nd, Facebook awarded him $15,000. Now, Facebook will neither confirm nor deny this story. There is a chance that it could be some very elaborate hoax. However, Facebook does indeed have serious vulnerabilities and pays hackers a bounty for discovering them. And so
it could be a hoax, kind of like the Leonardo DiCaprio buying a house in Colorado Springs story.
Poor friend Denise Plant is a good friend of ours, and she works for a different radio network. And she said she reported it on the news, and I wrote her, and because another news outlet here in the Denver market called her a bad name.
Well, no, they didn't call her a bad name.
Anybody who fell for it.
Anybody who fell for it.
Yeah.
You're a dumb bum.
Yeah, and you know what, Denise, you are not a dumb bum.
But we all, you saw it. It had the picture. It looked pretty legitimate. We all fall for these stories again on the Facebook, which is where it's so easy to be scammed.
I wrote to Denise Plant personally and said, "Don't you even think about that. You're not a dumb bum, and you should have seen what happened on Monday here when I reported the news that it was going to be sunshiny on Monday." And we had 4-foot snowflakes.
That's not the same.
It's pretty close to the same.
You didn't write her privately.
I actually did.
It was on her public page. I saw it.
And I wrote it privately as well.
Oh.
Settle down now.
Settle down. I saw it. I'm like, how private is that? Apparently, I can scam and get your private messages because it showed up on my public Facebook wall.
Well, you've always had a way to You're the guy. You're the white hat hacker.
No one will ever know. I'm just saying you've never seen me and the white hat hacker in the same room.
That's true. All right. You've got your choices. You choose the news. Take that. We're on our way to the ER. Take that. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're hitting me.
Don't take that.
He's hitting me.
I didn't mean to. Or you put what? in your carry-on?
I want to know about the carry-on because I love to read these little articles that talk about efficient packing and how we actually
it does
traveled.
Not get much more efficient than
we
this.
traveled with my family. My husband and I took our 3 children years and years ago to Europe for 5 weeks, and we had 5 outfits. Each kid was in charge of their own suitcase and travel on because we were getting on and off trains and all of that. And so their bags weighed less than 12 pounds. 12 pounds.
12 pounds. This one weighs a little more than 12 pounds. And a woman was arrested after she boarded an Air France flight to Paris on Monday with something interesting hidden in her carry-on bag. About halfway through the flight from Istanbul to Paris, a passenger across the aisle noticed that something was moving inside the woman's bag.
Oh, did she have an animal? Did she have an animal in her carry-on bag? I've seen people, try and get away with that. Yeah. Was it a turkey?
No.
No.
It was a 4-year-old child.
A what?
You heard me right. A 4-year-old child stuffed into an overnight bag or the carry-on bag, and nobody could believe it.
She actually got it.
She got it through security. How do you get that through security? What does that say about Istanbul's security, where you send something through the x-ray machine? Maybe they don't have an x-ray machine. Maybe she put her dainties on top of the child, so when you open the bag...
Maybe she walked the child through security and put her in the bag after security.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. This is just bizarre.
Well, here's the rest of the story.
And she didn't want to pay for a plane ticket for the 4-year-old?
The woman, who is a French resident, had started the adoption process for the 4-year-old. It's a 4-year-old Haitian girl. And the woman was taking the child back to France, but was not allowed to board the second leg of her journey in Istanbul. The woman then decided to buy another ticket and hide the child in her bag. After boarding, she placed the bag at her feet, underneath a blanket. Halfway through the flight, however, the bag started complaining that it needed to go to the bathroom. And therefore, somebody notified.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right.
Finally, take that. We're on the way to the airport or to the emergency room. Take that again.
You keep hitting me.
I'm not trying to hit you.
See, look, there's your Facebook post right there publicly of what you said.
Thank you for pointing that out once again. Augusta woman continued to stab husband while driving him to the hospital.
Continued to stab.
That's the whole thing. Don't know anything about the story except the headline. What? You continued to stab your husband while driving him to the hospital? You're going to be fine in about 30 minutes. But you're not good enough for the doctors yet. Folks, we'll be back right after this message.
You're clear? You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
What if I told you there's a wealth management firm that offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee? Think it doesn't exist? Think again.
Hi, I'm Mo Ansari, president of Compact Asset Management. When you start a new relationship with Compact, we'll create your customized investment portfolio and financial plan dedicated to help you reach your goals. Try us out for a year. If you're not happy for any reason, you'll get all of the management and maintenance fee that you paid refunded. This is our 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Dial pound 250 on your cell phone and use the keyword Talk to Mo to find out more. Again, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, keyword Talk to Mo. Satisfaction guarantee doesn't apply to fees and commissions charged by third parties for such things as insurance products or mutual fund redemptions. It also doesn't apply to any market losses which might occur in an account. For additional information regarding this guarantee, please see the disclosure brochure available at the time you enroll or upon request.
Compact Asset Management is a registered investment advisor. Funds custodian, Fidelity Institutional Wealth Services, member FINRA SIPC.
What's that? It's my next radio app, and this is Live Guide. I get to see what local FM stations are playing right here in town. I can see what songs are playing on FM radio and tap the one I want to listen to. Poof! It starts playing live with no delay. Wow. I can also save and buy songs, host what I'm listening to on social media, and even interact with the stations, including contests, all right here on my next radio app.
Don't miss your favorite sporting events, music, news, whatever. Skip the buffering and get the free Next Radio app today.
Next Radio.
Radio.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
There is often a lot of scare reporting when it comes to men taking hormones and other nutritional supplements. There's no question that as we get older, and Peter, you are living proof of that, all the things that your body produced when you were young are either diminished or totally gone. As I have watched your progress by following the Synergenics program, I have seen you drop 30 pounds of fat, gain muscle and strength, and become vibrant once again. I know the term turning back the clock is an impossible thing to do, but given our new scientific abilities, we certainly can revitalize men past 45. Call Synergenics Denver today to get your health back. 720-387-3681. That's 720-387-3681.
Are you feeling cold drafts from leaky windows? Very uncomfortable, very costly. Makes your furnace and AC work overtime. Doesn't have to be that way. Change them. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Dunright Windows and Doors. And yes, you can replace them during the winter. We do it all the time. And nowadays, you've got plenty of maintenance-free options. Fibrex or vinyl or composite frames, either wood or color inside, tinted, obscure, or clear glass, even tilting panes so you can clean the outside of the windows from the inside of the house. Many color options and the list goes on. And at Dunright, you'll find a full-service install, meaning completely finished. Nothing left for you to do but enjoy. Then, of course, you get the bragging rights. And to give you just a little push to get them done now, if you call now for a free estimate, you'll save 15% on your window or door project for select install dates. Kitchens, baths, counters, or floors, or even replacement windows and doors, do you have our word, we'll treat you right at Dunright. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or DunrightWindows.com.
It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Stand by. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thanks to Mr. Bill for putting out Life in the Fast Lane. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. And it's kind of the way we do business right here. It's Life in the Fast Lane, yeah?
What do you mean Life in the Fast Lane? We did actually have somebody who had listened to the show and with her son, and he said, when did we start listening to the comedy channel? Because apparently he thought that Eric is funny.
Eric is funny.
I thought that Eric was being funny, but
Angel's funny sometimes too.
Not really. But I do get to hang out with somebody who thinks he's funny. Found a fun little article that maybe Eric could learn a tip or two from, and maybe if this is you. You know, they say if you're more successful, you'll be more successful if you can make people laugh.
That is correct.
And so here are some tips to be funnier at work. 5 things exceptionally funny people do.
According to Jeffrey James over at Inc.com, we're grateful for his contribution.
You know, there are just some of those people. They are just witty, on cue. They have this repartee that, you know, they say something and it's the perfect thing at the perfect time. Me, 20 minutes later, I think, oh, you know what I could have said?
Yeah, you know, that's totally my story with my college roommate. My college roommate was that super witty, funny, and then 20 minutes later, I'd be like, I should have said. But all things being equal, we change roles. And you know something, Angel? You are funny, and I think you're very successful because of your sense of humor. And the fact of the matter is, if you take a look at, I wish people could watch Angel for as long a day as I do, because you're always smiling, just like you are there.
Well, life's too short not to, right? And I don't want the wrinkles and the frowns that come, the frown wrinkles that would come otherwise. And so if I'm going to have wrinkles, they might as well be laugh wrinkles.
Listener Nick says, Angel is very funny when responding to Eric.
No.
Just say the word buttload.
Stop.
Is it
All
a
right.
buttload or is it a boatload?
We're not talking about that today.
Okay,
We're not
sorry.
talking about that.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Now Nick, he's going to be in trouble, but it's all right. He was in trouble already.
It's a boatload.
They say the ability to be funny on cue is a huge business asset. Coworkers, employees, bosses, and customers alike enjoy working with people who can bring some laughter into a stress-filled day.
Yes.
And don't we all have stress-filled days?
Yes.
Absolutely. And so the more we laugh, so much the better. And so here's what you can learn from dozens of comedians, according to Jeffrey James,
all right,
of things that funny people do.
All right. Number one,
they tell stories, not jokes.
You know, that's so true. I was driving down the interstate with my mentor when I was a young magician, probably 25, 30 years ago now. And we were driving down the interstate, and he was talking to me about humor. And he says, Eric, I've tried everything. I've tried slapstick. I've tried stand-up. I've tried pratfalls. And I've just come to realize I'm just not funny. And I said, well, I totally understand that. Yeah.
So you knew that to be true, that he was not funny.
I get that.
Yeah.
And then he looked at me and said, neither are you.
Oh, you did not see that coming.
Did you see what I just did? I told you a story.
Okay.
And you laughed.
Did I?
Kind of.
Well, I was just thinking.
You kind of winced.
Dang, you didn't see that.
You felt my pain.
I did feel your pony.
Mm-hmm.
Your pain.
My pony. Stop feeling my pony.
They say the reason we tell stories and not jokes, a joke is a fake story that sets up for a punchline, and if the punchline falls flat, then you end up looking silly, right? So rather than tell jokes, they say exceptionally funny people tell relevant stories that have humorous elements. Number two, they keep a funny file, quote unquote, funny file.
Absolutely.
They don't depend on their memory to keep track of everything that they discovered to find funny. They actually write them down. In the olden days, great comedians carried notebooks to jot down funny thoughts or observations. Today, of course, we've got our smartphones and technology.
Well, you've heard some of the jokes that I've used before, so I'll tell you a different one. I'm actually reading a book about anti-gravity right now.
Oh.
It's impossible to put down. I have a reference file. I know exactly where I want to go if I want to say something witty, but I don't have anything witty upstairs. I keep a file. It's
all
true.
right. So the funny file, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you find funny articles, link them, bookmark them. There's lots of ways to save articles. If you have a funny thought, they say record it as an audio note. Number three, they draw on real life experiences.
You know, we travel sometimes, and when we do, many of our friends travel with us, and we were on a trip to Phoenix once, and one of our friends is a massive germaphobe. I'm not going to name who that is, but a massive germaphobe. And he doesn't like touching the pole in the shuttle bus, and he doesn't like. He would never wear like flip-flops in the airport because germs are all over the floors. Yeah, right. Which reminds me of one time that we were traveling to Phoenix, and I looked down and I took a picture of his feet next to yours. Your feet didn't even touch the ground.
I know. So he's all worried about his feet touching the ground, his bare feet, but mine don't reach.
By the way, did you see what I just did?
I can stand in the when you get off the plane, everybody unbuckles and stands up. I can stand completely under the bulkhead.
Under the bulkhead,
right? With I don't have to bend. I don't have to crouch down or anything. I can stand up completely tall under the bulkhead while everybody else is
crouching angel.
All hunched over. All right. So drawing on, of course, real life experiences. The beauty of personal experiences as fodder for humor is that your life experience is unique. Therefore, the stories are guaranteed to be original.
Yes.
They're yours, and nobody can take that away from you.
Indeed.
So, and then just kind of taking a cute little spin on your real life story makes it funny. And it's their own personal experience, their own personal observations. You'll also find that the funniest people don't make other people the butt of their joke.
Yes.
Right? So they are the butt of their joke. If somebody has to be the fall guy, they put it on themselves. So the funniest people don't make somebody else and here's the thing, and we've all seen the person who's not funny, who tries to make a joke about, something or somebody else and then, realize that it was off color or not appropriate. And they're like, I'm just joking.
Yeah, no,
which is their way of saying, don't hold me accountable. I don't want to be held responsible for what I just said. So I was just joking.
Busted.
No such thing.
Yeah.
All right. The next thing is they get to the point.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
All right. Old saying that brevity is the soul of wit. They say exceptionally funny people leave out the boring details and get to the funny part as quickly as possible. Their timing is impeccable. So they know when to draw it out and they know when to bring it in.
1 minute.
And so it's... they also get to the point quickly, and exceptionally funny people put the funny part at the end, not in the middle.
There you go.
And then finally, they use voices to create characters.
You might be funny.
You're always giving me a hard time when I'm like, and Eric said you.
No. You are not creating a character. You drop your voice into the basement and make it sound like Stupid Man.
No, just that's my man sound. I'm trying to
sound and I'm talking like this.
No, not dumb.
Do what your
not dumb.
What your lips
deep.
do.
I'm trying to go deep.
Your lips do that.
I know that's my deep sound.
You know what? Let's just leave it to Jeff Foxworthy. You might need a dose of the news, but we'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
You're clear. The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
What is the Del Walmsley Radio Show?
Welcome to the Del Walmsley Radio Show, where the hype ends and the help begins. You need to stop being dependent on a paycheck. All of these self-help motivational people, they wind you up like a little clock. Click, 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 and then they'll let you go. Boom.
And who is this show about?
I'm your host, Del Walmsley, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom.
The Del Walmsley Radio Show, weekday mornings at 10 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, I'm Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group. You might already know us from listening to 710 KNUS, and now we're glad to be part of the new 1690. At Alpine Planning Group, we take a personal and hands-on approach to retirement planning and investment management. We are local, experienced, and committed to guiding our clients both to and through retirement. Call 303-843-0918 or learn more at alpineplanninggroup.com. Your local retirement partners, that's Alpine Planning Group.
The neighbors walk past it and snicker. Rodents would try to chew their way through it, but it's even way below their standards. Fact is, your garage door has gone from okay to bad to yuck, and it's time to replace it.
Hey, I might get another year out of it, right?
Your garage door is so bad, breaking would be an improvement. It's time for a replacement, and that means it's time for Don. This winter, Don's Garage Doors makes replacing your old, worn garage door simple and affordable. They'll show you options, then bring you the best doors in the business. Stylish, dependable, they add value to your home and never let you down, especially when the wind is blowing, the snow is knee-deep, and the temperature can't even get into double digits. Visit DonsGarageDoor.com and learn how to get a free estimate for replacement. Don't go another day with an eyesore for a garage door. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com and give them a chance to earn your business. DonsGarageDoors.com. Don's Garage Doors.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you, or someone you love, is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Hi, this is Hugh Hewitt for Granite Transformation. If it's time to redo your kitchen and your bath, this is a product you really have to see to believe. Beautiful granite, mosaic, or recycled glass countertops measured and cut to fit right over your existing countertops, so there's no messy tear out of your old counters. These are heat and stain resistant. They never need sealing, but most importantly, they are affordable and can be installed in most cases just one day. So give Todd Dutton and the staff at Granite Transformations a chance to earn your business. Call them today at 303-420-8920. It's 303-420-8920. I'm sure you'll be as impressed as I was. I've met Todd, so make sure you tell him that I told you to call and receive a free stainless steel sink and save an additional 10% just by stopping by their showroom. Let Todd and the folks at Granite Transformation save you time, money, and headaches. Call today at 303-420-8920. That's 303-420-8920. One of the great things I took away from my time in Colorado is a friendship with Todd. Make him your friend as well. Call 303-420-8920. Stand by.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. We do appreciate you for tuning in, and I want to just jump on top of the big announcer voice that we just heard saying the phone number for Fan Braggin Friday is 855-FAN-BRAG, 855-326-2724. There's something really cool, brand new, and you can fan brag 24/7 anytime you want by using our brand new app. And you can find the app on our website at experiencepros.com/radio. That's right. When you fan brag, it makes us happy.
Appy.
Yes.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So if you go and you download the app, and it works for your iPhone, it works for your Android phone, you download the app, and then you simply literally click the button that says Fan Brag here, and you can leave us a little 60-second voice message.
An audio of your Fan Brag.
Directly to us, and we'll collect them all, and we'll put them in the show.
How exciting is that? So you don't have to wait until the show starts. You know, what if the show is over, or what if you've got something else you're doing at that time? You can actually Fan Brag 24/7. 24/7. Right through the app.
We'd love to hear from you.
And it's your voice.
Yep.
And, I think this is one of the powers of Fan Braggin Friday is, yes, you can write in your Fan Brags and we can read them.
Sure.
But what makes a Fan Brag so special is hearing your voice.
That's right.
Hearing your emotion, your excitement. And we can't translate that. It doesn't seem as authentic when we try to translate your voice. So having your voice, having your audio recorded is perfect.
And then you can do it on your time. And that's, I think, the biggest thing, because, if you're listening to the show live, like right now, we love it when you call on a Fan Braggin Friday. We need those calls because we can interact with you and whatnot. But if you simply can't, you're too busy doing something else, maybe like sleeping, you can actually leave a fan brag for us anywhere in the country, and we will listen to your voice say, "Hi, this is Eric, and I want to fan brag about ABC Plumbing. Oh my gosh, they did everything. My pipes were leaking, and they fixed them." And That's all we need. It's a fan brag.
It's a fan brag, and now you can be an appy fan bragger.
Go get the app right now. Just go to experiencepros.com/radio and download the app for whatever phone format you use. It's free, it's quick, easy, one push of the button, and you are fan bragging, and you are a business revolutionary.
I love it. Well, several years ago, I wrote a blog that said, no is a complete sentence.
That is true.
And it was talking about being protective of your time and putting some boundaries, not feeling like you have to say yes to everything. I remember being involved with a group from my church, and there was a gal who said yes to everything. She was just one of those givers, right? She just wanted to be involved and give back. And the challenge is when you say yes to everything, then you make it so that somebody else who it might be their gift and have their talent, you're taking away their opportunity to share and be a part of something because you're taking over everything. And I remember somebody teaching me that lesson one time. It was pretty profound because I felt like I was one of those people that was often saying yes and volunteering for things.
Sure.
Because I didn't think, one, anybody else wanted to do it and it needed to be done. And so I would just jump in and do it.
Wait a minute, you used to say yes?
I did used to say yes to a lot of things. I went through a phase in my life where I had been a stay-at-home mom. Mm-hmm. I'd been raising my children. And I thought there has to be more to me just, painting another room in the house or doing laundry. And so I kind of set out on this quest to find out, who am I? What do I want to do? What are my hobbies other than just, being a mom all the time? So I started saying yes to everything.
Okay.
I took cake decorating classes, tennis lessons, golf lessons. I ended up joining MOPS and Mothers of Preschoolers, and I was a table leader, and then I ended up being the coordinator for our MOPS group for 2 years.
That's where our story begins.
And that's where I met Eric. So it was me saying yes all the time.
I wasn't a MOP. For those wanting to know, I was not one of the MOPs.
No, but he worked at the church.
I did.
And so we ended up working together. But you go through a phase where you're trying on all of these things, trying to say yes to all of these wonderful opportunities. And in fact, our friends over at Squeal Rum, JP Krause, he's in Vegas and, saying yes to all these opportunities, end up getting distribution for his rum into all of these different places. Saying yes has its value. But we learn after a while, saying yes to too many things actually takes us away from our gift and takes us away from our creativity.
So, Peter Drucker, the management writer, he says this. He says, one of the secrets of productivity, in which I believe, whereas I do not believe in creativity. Yeah. So he says productivity.
Okay.
So one of the secrets of productivity is to have a very big waste paper basket to take care of all invitations such as yours. Wow.
Well, a Hungarian psychology professor once wrote to famous creators asking them to be interviewed for a book he was writing.
Yeah.
And he got all of these no's from all these creative people. Mm-hmm. Now, some people didn't even reply at all, but most of the replies that he got were actually no's, and these were funny. And of course, Peter Drucker saying, I keep a wastebasket for all of these invitations such as yours, because if I'm not doing anything that helps the work of other people, then I'm wasting my time, right? So if I'm kind of hanging out with you, then I'm not being creative over here.
Yeah, well, one photographer writes, sorry, too little time left. The fact of the matter is the professor contacted 275 creative people. A full third of them said no. The reason was lack of time. A third said nothing, and you can assume that the last third took him up on it because he needed to write a book.
He needed to write a book. One of the secretaries to one of the guests that he had reached out to says, he's informed me that he remains creative in the second half of his life, at least in part, because he does not allow himself to be a part of other people's studies. Quote unquote studies.
Now, let's give some balance to this because you know something? You don't have to be too busy, too creative, or too much of a jerk in order to...
No. It really wasn't about being rude with your no. And these were just some of the funny responses that he got. Yeah, some of them were, right?
Big
the reason was
for people like you.
Lack of time. But here's the thing, no matter how you read it, it's the fact that they recognize that time is their highest commodity, their largest asset. And if I give it to you, I don't get it back. I can't use it for anything else that's actually more creative or things that I should be doing. And not that hanging out with watching TV is a waste of time, but if you are consuming your yeses, having coffee with a whole bunch of people that really aren't making a difference, aren't moving the dial for you, not taking you forward in your quest.
Non-revenue generating activities. And we do a lot of those. We have 84,000 seconds in a day. Is that it? Something like that.
All right, hold on. I'm going to pull up. I found a fun little quote that talked about time.
While you're looking for that, saying no has more creative power than ideas, insights, and talent combined. No guards times, the thread from which we weave our creations. The math of time is simple. You have less than you think and need more than you know.
Well, according to my friend Craig, he says you have 86,400 seconds in your 24-hour day.
Okay.
You can't bank them. At midnight, it starts all over again. So think about your day. What did you do with those precious seconds? Only an investment in people lasts for an eternity.
We're not taught to say no.
No, it's rude.
We're taught not to say no. It's rude. It's a rebuff, a rebuttal, a minor act of verbal violence. No is for drugs and strangers with candy. And yet, here's the thing. Your time is valuable. It has a value. Whether you recognize it or not doesn't change the reality of its value. And so sometimes in order to accomplish that which you were called to accomplish, you absolutely need to say no.
All right. So Charles Dickens, years and years ago, rejecting an invitation from a friend, he says, "It's only half an hour. It's only an afternoon. It's only an evening." People say to me over and over again, but they don't know that it's impossible to command oneself sometimes to any stipulated and set disposal of 5 minutes, or that the mere consciousness of an engagement will sometime worry a whole day. Anyways, he must go on his way, whether or not you like it. I'm saying no. Even Charles Dickens had to be so eloquent about how he said no. Here's Charles Dickens. But here's where I want you to find comfort. No is a complete answer.
Yes.
You don't have to make up excuses.
I said yes to no.
You don't have to make up excuses. You don't have to be rude. You can be very polite in your no's. Be grateful for the invitation.
Yeah, you don't even have to give an explanation.
No, just thank you for the invitation, but I'm going to decline.
Ouch. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, get some commercials in, but don't go anywhere, because those are the people that keep us on the air. Turn up the volume, do business with the people who do business with the pros, and we'll be back with more positive business talk right after this.
You're clear? You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, my name is Greg, and I wanted to talk about alcohol treatment. There's a reason why it's difficult to stay quit, and it has nothing to do with character or willpower. It has everything to do with brain reward chemistry. Alcohol screws up the ability to produce sufficient dopamine, and any successful treatment has to fix that first. Go Sober restores the dopamine response. The process takes about 8 weeks. It involves medications and lifestyle changes. It costs about the same as a DUI with a much happier outlook. Take a look at their website at www.gosober.org or call 303-827-4837. They're nice people who understand the science of addiction and what to do about it. This is the last treatment you'll ever need.
If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Are you a woman planning for retirement? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturday morning at 10 on Denver's Money Talk. I'm teaching a special class just for you, Women in Wealth. It's different for women. If you're a woman concerned about your financial future, this class is for you. Seats are limited. For more information, go to registercolorado.com. That's registercolorado.com or call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604.
Did you know that every dollar you put into a piece of real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate doubles in value about every 10 years. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. We pay almost no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. These are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how, attend one of our free workshops. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com.
Yeah, new car shopping?
Oh, great. There's a nice day wasted. I'd rather take a hit with a ball-peen hammer between the eyes than drive all over town.
Well, it's what one does when one car shops. I thought you liked shopping.
Shopping, not driving. Hey, speaking of, how about we go to the mall instead?
What? And this day had so much potential.
ColoradoAutomall.com. Local dealers with local inventory online. A virtual click away.
I'm ready to click and shop. Boot me up.
ColoradoAutomall.com. In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast radio and television more than all other media combined. And our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives.
The ones that bring you the video, do not go outdoors here in Ocean City right now.
When important moments happen, both big and small, we're the first informers to history. We are the local broadcasters of radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Well, the Fed has finally raised rates. We knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Wrong! Rates have actually gone down since the Fed raised the prime lending rate. Thanks to good old China, you can still get a 30-year fixed rate in the high 3s and a 15-year fixed in the low 3s with little to no closing costs. Call 303-458-8200. Let's rocket you into a new mortgage for 2016 with either a low rate on a refinance or a purchase. Although this rate hike didn't raise rates, the Fed is expected to raise the prime lending rate 3 to 4 more times this year, which unfortunately could move rates the wrong direction. So call Stanford Funding now at 303-458-8200 and let's rocket you into a mortgage in the 3s on a 30-year or a 15-year fixed. Refinance or purchase. We are a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with the BBB. So don't wait. Call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com.
NMLS 306720. 90 LTV. Credit score 660. Loan amount $100,000.
Stand by. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We are here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. And let's talk about the business of expectations.
Well, we've got Chris Kaiser on the line from C-Squared Computer Consulting with a weekly business tip when it comes to technology. Chris, welcome.
Good thing, because I was expecting him.
Right, welcome to the show.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday to you, Chris. What are we talking about today?
So
a lot of people have the spring break coming up, spring travel, things like that. So just something simple. We've got a lot of people ask, hey, how do I set an out of office reply for my email? So, there's a lot of different factors and variables to that. So I put up on our Facebook page just a quick little, in Office 365, here's how to set your automatic reply, as they call it now. But basically let people know when they send you an email that you're not going to answer right away.
All right.
But, so there's three things I kind of wanted to just mention about suggestions when we do that. First of all, I think it's a good idea if we're going to go on vacation or take a few days off or maybe a work trip or something like that, to let people know, because we communicate so much through email. An automatic reply is extremely valuable. But there's three things to consider. One, when you're setting it up, put when, don't just put am out.
All right. Or, actual dates, you mean?
Yes. From, when it's starting and when you'll return. Having that timeline, I think, is very helpful for people to know, they'll be back tomorrow, it's not a big deal. Or, they're going to be gone 2 weeks, I need to think of something else, But putting the dates, I think, are the key. The second thing is to set expectations on your availability. Some people are fortunate enough to completely step away from business and turn their phones off. I think most of us will, have a phone available or check our email maybe, once a week, once a day, things like that, a couple times a day. So setting an expectation of, I'll have limited access to email, voicemail, or I will not be available. I'll be, whatever the case may be, setting those expectations about your availability is number two.
All right.
And number three is providing alternate information, alternate contacts, alternate resources. Usually if you have to hand off, what you're doing to somebody else, put that in your reply. So, if this is in regards to if here's contact information and email and phone number for who's covering that. If it's B, do this. But provide those alternate resources for when you're going to be away.
That's nice.
Three things to kind of include or to think about when you do an automatic reply, which you should do if you are fortunate enough to get away from the office for a period.
Well, I love it. And it makes it very clear you're actually still communicating to folks through that auto reply email of how long you're going to be on, what they can expect. And just in case you really do want to talk to somebody, you still have options. I'm not the only one here.
Let me see if I understand this correctly, Chris, and incorporated everything that you just said, because that's really my goal. I just typed one up. Thank you for sending your email. I'm currently out of the office until March 12th, 2025. Please set your expectations accordingly as it relates to the timing of my reply. Your cooperation is much appreciated, and if this is an emergency, you may email Angel Tussey, who will be back in the office the year after next.
Oh, jeez.
P.S. Have a nice day.
Yes,
Did that cover it?
That would be very helpful.
I set the expectations.
I think I heard the expression, missed it by that much.
Oh, have you heard the expression, nailed it?
that would be a Pinterest nailed it, right? Uh-huh. So not even close. Not even close.
Reality.
Chris, I actually remember once reading online somewhere of a gentleman who was kind of going off the grid for a while, and his reply said, I'm going to be off the grid for a while. Don't leave me any information, because when I get back, I'm not going to read it. So don't. It was just so funny.
Do we approve of that?
It was so funny, just in its, kind of in its nature of it. I'm like, I'm gone, so you're going to miss out.
Don't bother.
Yeah, it was.
I'd love to. The way I'm thinking, I would love to see how many people still left a message or filled the inbox anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that was actually part of the how many people did. Even after all that, I wasn't going to read it. I'm not going to reply, but I had so many. And these days, that auto reply is probably very helpful because people are expecting a pretty quick response from you. I've gotten an email from somebody, and within 6 hours, I get a second one. You haven't replied. Okay.
Take a break, folks. Remember the Pony Express? Jeez.
I'd love to say, "Oh, I did respond. It's in the mail. You should get it."
It's in the mail.
Yeah, right?
It's in the mail. I love that. I love that. Well, always great stuff from C Squared Computer Consulting. Of course, go onto their Facebook page and watch through the tutorial of how to actually set this up for yourself. Chris, how do our listeners connect with C Squared if they need any help with their IT needs?
You can give us a call at 303-933-1113. We're updating our c2cc.net. And, of course, like I said, we posted, some tips and articles at facebook.com/C2IT.
I like it. I love that you call in every week with some helpful tips. You're just super fun to hang out with as well, Chris.
I love it.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
You guys have a great one. Take care.
He's so much fun.
He really is. He really is super
Absolutely.
fun. And, when you think about IT folks, so often they're kind of dry, right? They're technology geeks. And so their social skills are often, I think, lacking. But,
You're welcome, Chris.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad he's not on the phone.
Let's talk about setting expectations in a different direction. Does your college owe you a job?
So here's a lawsuit that's currently happening in the state of California where a student could not get a job after graduating from a law school.
Oh, so a law student could not get a job after graduating from the law school. So now there's a lawsuit?
There is a lawsuit because she says that the law school claimed high post-graduation employment rates. And so she and her co-plaintiffs allege that they relied on that data in their decision to enroll at the school and claim they were damaged when they learned that the graduates are not nearly so successful in obtaining employment. And this is actually going to court, and it seems history is about to be made. Critics of the plaintiffs say it as a sign of the times, as millennials passing off responsibility for personal failure onto innocent institutions. But here's the thing. If you inflate your customer expectations, you could end up in court.
Ouch. Just tell the truth. Don't exaggerate. We'll be back with more positive business talk after top of the hour news and weather. We'll be back. Thanks for listening.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Is good.
KDNT Arvada, Denver.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, Call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than Experience.
Financial market analysis from Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Diversification is the key. You have to have diversification in these markets. And if you have all your eggs in one basket, when things go bad, you're going to get hurt.
It's financial food for thought on your drive home. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, I'm Brian Gray, president of Alpine Planning Group. You may already know us from listening to 710 KNUS, and now we're glad to be part of the new 1690. At Alpine Planning Group, we take a personal and hands-on approach to retirement planning and investment management. We are local, experienced, and committed to guiding our clients both to and through retirement. Call 303-843-0918 or learn more at alpineplanninggroup.com. Your local retirement partners. That's Alpine Planning Group.
After 35 years in law enforcement, I thought I'd seen it all and survived it all, and had witnessed firsthand how the scourge of alcohol destroyed lives and families, leaving only heartbreak and suffering in its wake. Yet even armed with that knowledge, I was not immune to the manner in which alcohol crept into my own life, slowly drawing me away from all that I loved to the point where the urge to drink became the only constant. Promises made in the morning to quit, to stop, quickly faded when the sun went down. I tried a number of solutions, from 12 steps to healthcare intervention, but none of it worked. And then I found Go Sober. The cravings ended almost immediately. The follow-up care reintroduced me to a life I thought was gone forever. I've rediscovered the joy of living. The sadness is gone. If you or someone you love is ready to fight alcohol and get your life back on track, you owe it to yourself to include Go Sober in your battle plan.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or go to their website, gosober.org.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Don't tell me technicals do not matter. Of course they matter. Let your winners run, cut your losers quickly. Being hyperactive is just as bad as being a Holden Hoper. Middle of the road is the answer, and that's what you need to do.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste one more dollar, one more gallon of gas, or one more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show. Mics are hot. The most positive business talk show in America. Best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business. Your business is our business. And guess what time it is? It's time for You Choose the News. The news story segment where nobody's really listening and you don't really have much of a choice.
What do you mean nobody's listening?
Well, it's not your favorite segment. So
No,
you're
well,
not really
it's not my favorite segment.
not?
I just think that it's misnamed
Oh.
because I don't really get to choose anything other than the order of which the
But it has a
stories
cool
are.
theme song. And,
It does have a cool theme
it's
song
got,
and a
the
voice.
big announcer voice.
Big announcer voice that Eric brings on.
And one of our listeners, just the one, says, I love this segment. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Who'd you pay? Is that your mom?
Nope.
My mom would
Pally.
say that to me.
He's my next door neighbor. All right, so here you go. You choose the news. Boys, you need to share. That's the subject of title of one.
Boys, you need to share. Okay.
The next one is, they took what away? And finally, nom 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 clank. Which one would you like?
I'll go with nom 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 clank.
Yeah, I would too. Out of Syracuse, New York, this just in: chicken nuggets sold in Walmart may be contaminated with metal.
Metal?
Canadian company has recalled 103,752 pounds of chicken nuggets that may be contaminated with metal pieces, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. This is your public service announcement.
Somebody dropped their watch into the batter?
I don't know, but the chicken nuggets produced in Maxi Canada of Quebec were exported to the United States and shipped to retailers, including, get this, Walmart, Kroger, and Safeway. So, please beware of the 38-ounce, which here in America is 2.975 pounds, boxes of Yummy brand fully cooked chicken breast nuggets, 100% all-natural nugget-shaped chicken breast patty fritters.
What's a nugget shape? I mean, it's now a shape. Nugget is now a shape.
I think so.
Round, square, dinosaur. But nugget is now a shape.
Nugget-shaped chicken breast patty fritters with rib meat.
And somebody's watch.
Yeah.
I'm just
if you've got a
metal.
best if used by date of 7/17/17, please return them to your stores. Do not consume. They may have clank metal.
But if you eat them, then just make sure you consume what is it? A bunch of iron or spinach that removes iron and metals from. No, cilantro. It's cilantro that removes metals from your system. If you've got an intake of iron, usually.
Who knew that? Cilantro removes iron?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, then you should not eat Mexican food because do you have an iron deficiency?
I do not have an iron deficiency.
Okay. All right.
I actually have no deficiencies.
You're amazing.
I have none.
One of those, one of our listeners wants to know what part of the chicken does the shape come from?
I know, right?
No one knows. All right. How about this one? Boys, you need to share.
Boys, you need to share.
Absolutely.
Every parent has said this.
Yeah. Remember when those parents told you need to share and be nice to your siblings and do all that kind of stuff? Well, two brothers won the lottery. Yes, that's right. Two brothers won individual lotteries on the same date.
Yeah, so they both ended up going home
with big checks
and picking up a lottery ticket on the same day, and they both won.
Yep. Bob Stockless won $7.
All right, Bob. Woo! Way to go.
James Stockless won $291,400,000. Brothers, you need to share.
You need to share.
What's Mama going to say now?
All right,
You got a bigger piece of pie than I did.
Do you remember? You'd compare
Settle
whose
down,
pizza
Bob.
slice was bigger, whose pie.
I'm pretty sure your brother's
His piece is
They
bigger.
took a side-by-side picture with their big checks from the Powerball Power Play Lottery in Florida. Literally next to $7 is $291,400,000. Good Lord.
All right. Well, I will share, but he has to share his $7 with me too.
Yep. And finally, Amazon is removing the encryption from their latest version of Fire OS. You heard me right. Amazon is removing their encryption. It means devices such as Fire Phone, Amazon Fire HD, the Kindle Fire tablets will no longer support device encryption. Wow. I don't think that's safe.
I don't think it is either. And I don't think they want us to know it.
Oh, then disregard that. Keep a secret. Nobody tell.
No secrets.
Amazon, no
The only secret that has come out, because that kind of stuff, of course, is going to get leaked and shared and viral and all of that.
Just did.
The only secret that didn't get leaked and shared and viral was when macaroni and cheese started, taking out all the artificial flavors and replaced it with natural spices for the coloring, and nobody cared. Nobody shared that.
You can see that on television now. Their television commercials say just that. We did something and you didn't know.
You didn't notice. All right. Well, it's time for our business tip from our friends over at Extreme Relationship Management. Tony Rayburn is a little under the weather today, so we are going to share networking law number 23.
Networking law number 23.
From Extreme Relationship Management. You can find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com. And networking law number 23 is networking is the most valuable time that you can spend.
We have so many distractions coming at us every day. There's a mountain of paperwork that still needs to be your attention on your desk. Your inbox, Your email inbox has several emails that require your reply or action. You have phone calls to return, reports to review, other data entry tasks are begging for your attention.
And that's just the business side. There's a whole personal life that requires your attention also. At the face of all the work you're staring at, it's easy to sometimes place a networking activity near the bottom of the priority list. Right? We just don't feel like going. We're busy, or I'd like to spend some time with my family. I heard somebody yesterday say, I asked her to go to something. She's like, well, Angel, I've been up. She was going to say how early she had been up.
But then she
stopped and she didn't correct herself. And then she said, but I've been out all day. It was only 4:00 in the afternoon at this point.
We get it.
I get it. And he says that you think missing one networking event really won't hurt,
yes,
but
it
does hurt. Your relationships need consistent nurturing. The paperwork will still be there tomorrow, but the networking event won't.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get somebody else's schedule to easily line up with yours. So make sure that you take advantage of the fact that they're already to be at a place where you can spend time with them. This is it's great time management. Networking. Imagine if you had to go and meet with 10 people in a week and have a conversation to find out, who are they? Are they valuable? Are they going to become a vendor partner, a power partner, a referral partner, a potential customer? Yeah, it's hours. But networking, you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to spend 2 hours out of my day.
And you can meet all 10.
Yeah, 20 minutes apiece.
There you go.
Powerful, valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Extreme Relationship Management, they improve your referrals. They take the guessworking out of your networking. They help you build relationships with purpose. And that's just the beginning. Would you like to enjoy more freedom in your world? You need to give them a call. 855-I-LIKE-ERM. That's 855-I-LIKE-ERM. Toll free nationwide. And let them help you really take that guessworking out of your networking. It's a training company for professionals who love to network.
Well, and you know what? If you found that networking has not been effective, you think that maybe it's been a waste of time, it's because you haven't been trained on how to use it effectively. And that's what Extreme Relationship Management does for you. They do it for hundreds of people all across the country in many locations, and in fact in many locations that you hear this radio show as well. So check them out, extremerelationshipmanagement.com, and don't miss it when they host their 3 biggest mistakes workshops, and you can find those online at their website as well. 855-I-LIKE-ERM
or extremerelationshipmanagement.com. All right, well, special shout out to our friends Eric and Raquel Hunsberger. He just posted something on our website, our Facebook page. He says his finger looking good on 16 and on our radio station here. And listen to the pros this morning.
It's
great
finger
advice.
Looking good.
Yeah, great advice on how to be funny. And email vacation responses, actually just exactly what they needed. They're going on vacation next week. Take one with you.
How perfect timing is that? Well, I've been trying to get my watch to recreate my activity. Yesterday I had a record-setting activity day, according to my watch. I burned more calories, had more exercise, and more activity than I've ever had.
Me too. I don't have a watch that tells me, but I can barely move.
I can't get it to repeat the fun swirly view for Eric. And Mark, when I tried to show him my watch this morning, he's like, Thanks, Angel.
Yeah, thanks for showing me that static picture.
Thanks for showing me that static picture.
Hey, voting is continuing in the dark on the Fan Braggin contest. Fan Braggin contest wraps up next Wednesday at 5 p.m. So make sure that you continue voting. We've got our leaderboard, and on top of the list, Squeal Rum. Check them out at squealrum.com. Wow, it's going to be a great, great finish. We'll be back right after these messages.
You're clear? The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
I founded Go Sober because traditional treatment doesn't treat the condition that makes it difficult for some people to stay away from alcohol. Alcohol is a chemical. Over time, too much of it causes a biochemical change in reward response. And until that change reverses, it's impossible to go very long without thinking about drinking. That's the failure mechanism. It's not a willpower or a character problem. It's persistent nagging that undermines the desire to remain sober. Talking about change or denying access does nothing to stop it. At Go Sober, treatment is real simple. Alcohol dependence develops simply from consuming a lot of alcohol over a long period of time, so people can get on with it. Call us to find out what we're all about. You'll gain useful information regardless.
That was Greg Hoffman, founder of Go Sober. Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org. That's 303-827-4837 or www.gosober.org.
Oh my gosh, Chris, you look so pretty. Your eyes are bluer than blue.
Thank you, Craig. I like your green eyes.
Which do you think is a better looking color?
Something we can see on our honeymoon.
Now that's a good memory.
Then let's go downtown to William Crow.
What's that got to do with anything?
You know, you silly, it's Aquamarine Month at William Crow.
Will it cost a lot of green?
Not at all. It's pretty but not pricey. At William Crow in the month of March, these blue-green gems are on display in rings and necklaces and earrings. Brand new vintage estate.
Legend has it that wearing aquamarine makes one youthful and reduces anxiety. Let's go, Blue Eyes.
16th and Champa. Free validated parking. Online at williamcrow.com.
William Crow Jewelry.
Making Denver sparkle since 1924.
William Crow Jewelry on the 3rd floor of the University Building in downtown Denver. And online at williamcrow.com. William Crow Jewelry. Making Denver sparkle since 1924.
Longtime Lifestyles member Curtis Haynes.
The real joy for me, looking back, is helping others. And I wouldn't be able to have done it without the support of Lifestyles. I just can't say thank you enough, Dale, for that.
If we were to ask people if they could vote on the top 10 guys that help other people, you'd be one of them. There's no doubt about it.
You have this roadmap of all these success stories. I'm just one. I'm just one person out of 1,000 fantastic success stories that each and every person can learn from. That's my advice.
Take Curtis Haynes' advice. Come meet the like-minded, successful investors who are helping others just like Dell helped him. Attend the workshop. Get your map. Safely and quickly build wealth and passive income so you never have to worry about working till you drop, losing your job, or retiring in poverty. Call 1-866-971-8970 or go to 5wayswemakemoney.com. That's 5wayswemakemoney.com to register for the workshop that will change your life.
1 minute.
This is a message for people 62 years or older, or those about to be 62 and own a home or are looking to purchase a home. At Stanford Funding, we offer a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase, which will allow you to use the equity in your home to enjoy retirement to the fullest, either by creating a monthly income stream or simply allowing you to never have to make another mortgage payment again. A reverse mortgage to allow you the freedom you have always dreamed of. Please give Stanford Funding a call at 303-458-8200 to see if you can qualify for a reverse mortgage refinance or reverse mortgage purchase. We're a local Colorado lender with an A+ rating with a BBB and many, many years of experience in the Colorado market. Again, call 303-458-8200 or apply online at stanfordfunding.com to make your dreams come true.
Approval based on 62 years of age and equity in the home.
Stand by. Revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. The Experience Pros, America's home for positive business talk.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America. Angel and Eric here, helping you get your business right, or maybe I should say, get your business white.
When you think about some of the social norms, things that we've always done, that just as society, I remember hearing this story, a joke about a young mom who cut off the ends of her ham, and she didn't know why, right? She went back to her mom and said, okay, well, that's how my grandma always do it. So they got on the phone. Oh, Grandma, why do we always cut off the ends of the ham?
It's because it doesn't fit in the pot.
It's because it didn't fit in the pan she had, right? And so here we do these things, and we don't even really know why. So to take something that is this incredible social norm, such as brushing your teeth, and take a leap of faith to think that you can change the behaviors of how people brush their teeth, maybe changing their toothpaste color. Well, that is very brave, and we're going to talk to our expert guest, Dr. Barry Bartusiak, a lecturer, a fellow of the Academy of General Dentistry, the 5-time president of his local dental society, also board member of the American Cancer Society, and dentist to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Are we spending too much time focusing on whitening our teeth? Dr. Bartusiak, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you so much, Angel and Eric. It's a pleasure to be back again, and let's talk about getting those pearly whites maybe just a little too white, huh? We want to start in the movie Frozen, you know what I'm saying here.
Sure. Is there such a thing as having too white? And follow-up question, does Jerome Bettis, the bus, actually have teeth?
Well, to answer the second question first, because that's really the most important, yes, he does, and they're absolutely beautiful. So the second question would be, can you whiten your teeth too much? Yes, exactly. And, that's that person that, is handing out sunglasses and maybe even has that chalky appearance to their teeth because they've just whitened them too much. And that can be a damaging factor to not only their teeth, but also to their gums. And that can be a very, very painful condition, actually.
It does seem like we take a good thing and we take it too far, right? I know gals that, color their hair and all of a sudden it's stripped of anything good, or, even skin tanning and all of that. We take it just one step too far. But, what's the long-term damage, doctor, if we are actually over-whitening our teeth?
Angel, what a great comparison there. And when you were talking about tanning, I just had this mental image of Donald Trump there for a second.
Easy now.
So, orange is the new black, Eric, okay?
I saw that meme.
So to answer your question, the long-term damage can be, your enamel is your kind of protective layer. It doesn't really have any nerve endings, but if we use too much whitener, we can damage the tooth, we can damage the gum tissue, and again, it can be very, very painful because most of the ingredients in a whitener are either an abrasive or a bleach. But there is good news on the horizon because just in from Switzerland about a month ago and kind of taken the country by storm is a new toothpaste that's black.
You were on here about a month and a half ago, Barry, and I bought the black toothpaste.
5 people bought the toothpaste before we were off the air.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people buying the black toothpaste while you were on the air with us. Totally freaked out. I videotaped it. My husband videotaped me brushing my teeth with the black toothpaste. I've had 1,000 people watch it, and now people come up to me and say, "Well, your teeth look really good. Is that black toothpaste?"
And it is
incredible, and it's all natural. Okay, no preservatives, because nobody in America woke up this morning and said, "Hey, more preservatives in my life," right? Mm-hmm. And no abrasives and no bleach, and it's just based on that old formula of charcoal going inside enamel. Think of enamel of having a honeycomb type appearance. And stain gets in those honeycombs, if you will, and that charcoal just kind of leaches it out. I mean, it kind of freaks you out when you're like, okay, is this going to come off here, or this black stuff? But it does. It washes right away, as you well know.
Yeah, no stains. It doesn't leave any mark. My sink is still porcelain white.
Let me give a quick commercial here because the product that we're talking about is called Black is White, and you can find it at Curaprox.com. That's Curaprox.com. Beware of the other ones that you might find on a certain Amazon location because not all charcoal toothpastes are created equal. This uses activated charcoal. Dr. Bartusiak, what is activated? How does charcoal get activated? Do we have to talk nicely to it?
That, maybe buy it a glass of wine, take it out for dinner.
That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, if it works, absolutely. Much like, how do you take the caffeine out of coffee? Like, what makes decaffeinated coffee, and where does the caffeine go?
And why would you?
Yeah, exactly. Charcoal becomes activated via a chemical process, obviously, and allows that to leach into the tooth and then kind of quickly leach that out. So leach into the tooth, grab the bad stuff with it, and then come back out. And that's kind of the simplified process of going inside that honeycomb and taking the stain out with it.
Does it do any other benefits for our enamel, maybe helping with tooth decay or anything like that, or is it just for teeth whitening?
Angel, what a great question. The toothpaste does contain fluoride, so it's protecting your teeth. Fluoride to your teeth is sort of like lifting weights, Angel and Eric. So it makes your teeth stronger, that even if you do get decay with fluoride, it's going to slow that process down and just makes your teeth generally stronger and healthier, yes.
Well, it was funny. I had a tooth that I was going to go into the dentist because I thought, oh my gosh, I think it might have a cavity. It was just being sensitive when I was eating. It's not, I noticed this morning, I knew you were coming on, I was just thinking about it. I thought, I haven't noticed it for a while, so I didn't know if that was just a toothpaste thing or if maybe it was just a temporary sensitivity I was having and it's just a fluke, but I thought I would ask. I thought the doctor's going to be on. I will ask. I will tell you, the idea of brushing your teeth with black toothpaste freaks everybody out. How do we get over that?
Well, it's just like everything else. I mean, I think once you try it and you say, wow, this is a wow, and you said it was a wow, and, you videotaped it, and et cetera, and, hey, you're still here, and here you are 6 weeks later, and your teeth are just gorgeous, and you're living the life, so to speak. So, but to answer your question about your tooth being sensitive, because of the fluoride in the toothpaste, it could have remineralized and stopped that process. So, yes, that probably did. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Dr. Bartusiak, are you still a practicing dentist? Do you have a practice somewhere in the U.S.?
I practice in Pittsburgh. In fact, as we speak, I am in between patients.
I would like to fly out and become your next patient, I think.
Let's go. Let's rock it, Eric. Come on, bud.
Well, you only have to go a couple times a year.
Don't wear Bronco shirt in here, though.
What?
Don't wear Bronco shirt in here. No, that will not work. That dog won't hunt, Bubba.
Listen to you do the throwdown.
Absolutely. Well, we're so Steeler. We have Steeler Monday here. Where everybody in our office, everybody in our practice dresses up in their favorite Steeler shirt.
In their favorite Steeler
You're the
shirt.
coolest dentist I've ever talked to.
Very cool. Dr. Barry Bartusiak, how do our listeners connect with you? And then let's make sure we give them the Curaprox website again as well.
Sure, that's CURAPROX.com, and that's where they could get the Black as White toothpaste as well as a super soft toothbrush. That's the 5460.
And does your practice have a website?
Yes, BarryBartusiak.com. BarTusiak is my last name. Mm-hmm.
BarryBartusiak.com. Truly an engaging dentist and a heck of a nice guy. And, we can still be friends.
Absolutely. We'll have you out. No problem.
All righty.
Thanks for being on with us again, Barry.
My pleasure. Be well.
All right, folks. Don't go anywhere. More positive business talk right after the bottom of the hour news. Market's about to open. That's right. You're about to hear the ding, ding, ding.
You're clear. Boy, is he good. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.
Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no further than experiencepros.com. Wondering what we can do for you? Ask any of our members, or better yet, call our office today and speak with one of our visibility experts. 720-344-2446. That's 720-344-2446. Hey everyone, it's Eric. We're currently in a news break, but you can check out all the resources Experience Pros has to offer by visiting experiencepros.com. There you'll find the Extreme Customer Service Directory, information about our membership community, leads groups, networking events, and so much more. Are you looking to increase visibility for your small business? Look no...
.com. Listeners,
at 1690 AM. That's KDMT Money Talk, where you'll hear me every weekday afternoon at 1 p.m., where I'll tell you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. And that means that the stock market is going to collapse. That's right, they don't want you to know that, but it will. And I will let you know when. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
Phil's Gang with Phil Grandy, weekday afternoons at 1 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I wanted to share some of my experiences with Go Sober. I am a business owner here in Colorado and had been thinking about going sober literally for about 4 years. One of my biggest choices about going with Go Sober was that I'm a pretty private person, and when my alcohol addiction started, it started very privately. And when my rehabilitation Go Sober me to rehabilitate privately, and having the flexibility of not having to go into a treatment program, going away from my family, away from my job. The infusion button on loving myself again, my first infusion, I could go right past that neighborhood liquor store and not even think about stopping in and grabbing a bottle. For me is rediscovering all those things that I've lost.
Call Go Sober at 303-827-4837 or visit their website at gosober.org.
So you thought that putting off your hearing test for another year wasn't a big deal. Well, maybe you should think again. I'm Barbara Jenkins, Colorado's first board-certified doctor of audiology. For the last few years, we've known that untreated hearing loss increases your risk. A study from Johns Hopkins shows that untreated only does this affect. It's just one more in a litany of studies that underscores the importance of treating your hearing loss now, not later. For a synopsis of this study, or to have your hearing tested, go to advancedaudiology.com or call us at 303-649-2122. Hearing problems are easy to dismiss, but treating them now can help more than just your ears. That's 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
Sometimes a simple task like taking a bath can be a frightening experience for a senior. No one wants to be on their back and unable to get up during a bath. So if you or one of your loved ones have concerns about the safety of your bathtub, call 800-USA-BATH right now for information on the Vantage Therapeutic Walk-In Bath. Our unique walk-in design and soothing hydrotherapy make your experience one of a kind. No other walk-in bath on the market offers as many features, and Vantage is backed by Good Housekeeping, which independently certifies the product and gives you a full 2-year money-back guarantee for the entire cost of your new bath. The Vantage Therapeutic Walk-In Bath. It's the one certified by Good Housekeeping. Call 800-USA-BATH for more information on our easy finance options and see how you can enjoy the Vantage Bath for less than the price of your daily cup of coffee. The first 50 callers to 800-USA-BATH can take advantage of a Helping Hands Instant Rewards benefit of up to $1,500. Call 800-USA-BATH now or see us on the web at 800-USA-BATH.com.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Auto Mall. That's your front-range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
Stand by. The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a business revolutionary by sharing a Fan Braggin story of great customer service by using the hashtag FanBrag or calling the Fan Braggin hotline at 855-FAN-BRAG, FANBRAG. Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. As our good friend Jeff Foxworthy from time to time says, you might be in a rut.
Sometimes in business, don't you kind of feel like, all right, we've been doing the same thing, same way, same style. And in many cases, it's comforting. Right, it's familiar, you know what to expect, and everybody, maybe nothing exciting is happening. Right? But do you want to just get out of that rut, shake things up, be innovative, be creative, inspire?
Snap out of it.
Well, if you're in the mood, we're going to give you some tricks to get your business out of a rut. This is brought to us by Take It Personnelly.
Take It Personnelly.
Yeah, so it's like personnel.
I get it.
Yeah, instead it's personnel.
Right.
TakeItPersonnelly.com. Tricks to get your business out of a rut. And of course, it's very demanding. It's exhausting, can be emotionally draining. But when you're motivated, when you're bringing out a new product and you're cutting edge and you're innovative and everybody's excited about all the growth of the possibilities that are coming and what your future looks like, it can be so energizing. Same work you were doing yesterday, but so much more energizing. Everybody's on board. Everybody's being productive. You're getting things done. You're moving. You're shaking, and that's what we're shooting for. So, to create a successful business from scratch, they say you have to wear many hats sometimes.
You are the CEO, the developer, the marketer, the HR department, everything at once.
But let's talk about getting out of that rut, not being everything at once, having an incredible team, and taking your business forward.
Step number 1, put your customers at the center of your universe.
We talk about the customer experience and how every interaction with your customer is a chance to create a memorable experience. So when we're changing things, when we're moving things around, maybe even our pricing, our pricing structure, things on our website, how our product is delivered, are we thinking about how that's going to save us money or make us money? We're thinking transactionally, or are we thinking about how we're going to serve our customers? And if you put your customers at the heart, at the center of everything, this is going to help them. And when it helps them, it helps us. So help them first. Said, help me, help you, help me, help you.
Right.
Help your customers first, and everything will trickle from that. And so sometimes, as we're going through the same old, it's because we've forgotten about the customers being at the heart of everything.
Number 2, if you are in a rut, maybe it's time for some new market research.
Right? Things are changing. Things are changing all the time. We're watching how innovation has come into so many different industries. Things that we think, okay, just like our last guest, we've always brushed our teeth with white toothpaste.
Right.
And now being innovative. Black toothpaste is, actually, it doesn't taste bad.
It really doesn't.
It tastes really kind of like good toothpaste. It just looks weird. So if you have an issue, don't look in the mirror.
Close your eyes.
So do some market research. See what's changing around you, how your customers are changing, how your technology, how your competition is changing.
If you're in a rut in your business, and maybe it's time to do a little role playing, create some personas.
It goes beyond simple demographics, right? Of, okay, they're this age, 35 to 45, single white males, educated, household income of, and that's a lot of stuff that we deal with here in the radio world, right? It's their age group, where they live, but let's talk about personas. We now know that our persona for our listening audience is not moms in the car, because we were actually told we're not as G-rated as we thought we were.
No.
She doesn't like to listen to our show with her middle schooler in the car because
not going to give you a blank pass
Eric toes the line. Oh, wait a minute. You were so proud of it yesterday.
That mom was hot. But
you were so proud of it yesterday.
Our demographic is moms in the car, and if they want their children, we are G-rated. We are totally family friendly, and sometimes, we just kind of dance on the line. That's all.
All right. Well, getting a picture.
Family friendly. Persona, I've never said anything that
persona
needed to be regrettably taken off
of
the
who
air.
your target audience is.
And it is moms in the car.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
See?
It's just icky.
That's not icky, and it's not. Ouch! Oh, I just got smacked in the head.
Yeah. Well, who's the guy? Who's the guy from the NCIS?
NCIS.
That smacks the. I just smacked him. He deserved. He deserved that.
If your business is in a rut, get your finances under control.
Well, a lot of times, we worry about money, right? And so when we're in a rut, we get a little panicky and desperate of where the money's going to come from, and we make bad decisions when we come from a state of desperation.
True.
So maybe you need to lower some overhead. Maybe you need to rethink some revenue. But rather than think this is what's wrong, figure out how does this, what more can we do to serve our clients? Again, put your customers at the heart of it. Can we improve this, make this better, and get this out into the hands of our customers?
Let me speak back to our demographic, our target demographic.
Are you feeling a little guilty now?
No, not at all. If you are desperate, do make a good decision and call me. 855-FANBRAG. Ouch.
Second head smack.
Jeez.
Number next. Embrace technology.
Use modern software. Those punch cards no longer use those anymore.
A lot of times the computers that we're using are outdated to allow for the newer software, right? It's not maintaining, or it no longer supports the updates that are required for the new plugins. And there's some fascinating tools out there to make it so much easier and better for your clients to connect with you. For example, go to our website and download the new app. You can actually share your fan brags right through the app instead of waiting until Friday to give us a phone call on Fan Braggin Friday. So,
all right. If your business is in a rut, maybe you need to rethink your product offerings. Oh, yeah.
A lot of times...
I stepped on a toe.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Whose toe?
Anybody who's sitting there going, what's the matter with my product offerings?
Well,
you're in a rut.
If you're in a rut, can we bundle some things together? Do we need to take things out and just make some improvements along the way? Some things that we've been offering for so long, you can look and see they're just kind of sitting on the shelf and getting dusty.
If your business is in a rut, maybe you need to rethink your marketing. What's that? You don't market? Well, there's another toe.
There could be the problem right there.
Watch out for my size 13.
Zero marketing will definitely keep your business in a rut. Remember, you now have the personas. You now have your customers at the heart of everything that you're doing. It's really easier to go out and tell that story and create and kind of beef up your marketing, so to speak.
According to Take It Personnel, Lee, you need to, if your business is in a rut, you need to increase your networking. We had our business law started off this hour from Extreme Relationship Management. It's one of the best uses of your time. That's right.
Is actually networking. Talk about good time management. So look at the places that you're hanging out with. Are you only hanging out with people in your office, and then after work you just go home? We do the work. We work our business during the day, and then we work on our business, growing our business after hours.
Your life is in a rut.
During those networking events. They say networking holds countless opportunities, new doors open for you, and you'll never know when that next opportunity, that next great idea, that next person that's going to inspire you is probably just at the very next networking event.
And countless is better than bountiful. If your business is in a rut, you need to set some goals for the future. And folks, we're talking about like Carrie Conley kind of goals.
Big vision goals. And it's funny, we set some goals around the office, and I can always tell when nobody's bought into them because we're not really shooting for them. If we hit the goal, then pat on our back. But nobody's really shooting for them. Nobody's really changing their behaviors and buying into actually achieving the goal. And you can just tell. And you can look around and say, okay, we've set these goals, but nobody's really doing anything to hit it. So you need to get buy-in from the entire team that we all know why we're doing what we're doing.
Pretty sure that was an inter-office smackdown.
That
right there.
That big vision of where we're going, that everybody's on board. And if we don't hit these goals, it's not just a c'est la vie. And isn't that the case? Well, we didn't hit it last month. And nobody seems to care. We're going to talk about in the next segment about taking away some prizes, when you don't hit those goals. Revisit your business plan if you're in a rut.
Yes.
And improve your relationship with your employees. I probably didn't do any improving right there, did I?
It's just fine. It's sometimes you've got to lay it out. And if you don't know how to pronounce c'est la vie, then.
Why do we need to know how to pronounce what?
C'est la vie.
Why are we pronouncing that?
I don't know. You used it earlier.
I did?
Uh-huh. You said c'est la vie.
Oh.
I didn't want you to get in a rut, listener.
Yeah, we're not in a rut here. And then finally, if it all else, just go on vacation.
Or call me.
Just chuck it all and go on vacation.
855-FANBRAG.
If the business falters while you're gone, then c'est la vie.
I got smacked in the head.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have been 3 times.
We'll be back with more positive business talk right after these messages.
America's home for positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Contact them on the web at experiencepros.com.
Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Financial words of wisdom with Market Wrap host Mo Ansari.
Staying out of the market is the most dangerous thing you can do for your financial future. If you continue to spend like a drunken sailor, you're going to run out of money. That's the reality. This is not poker. This is your financial future.
It's helpful financial food for thought on your drive home with a host who tells it like it is. Market Wrap with Mo Ansari.
Weeknights at 6 on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 AM.
Hi, it's Peter Boyles. I'm in my 70s now, and I really feel better than ever. I've had bypass surgery, come away from drugs and alcohol. All these things aside, the most amazing thing that's happened to me in these last couple years is meeting our great family friend, physician MD, Dr. Julie McCallan. She's changed my life, my daughter's life. She's a gifted healer, changing the lives of so many people. When everything is going wrong in my life, she made an enormous difference in me, physically and emotionally. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julie McCallan.
Thanks, Peter. Just because we're getting older does not mean we can no longer do what we did in our 30s. Getting older does not have to be a horrible thing. Let me help you to feel energized, sleep through the night, and continue your active lifestyle well into your 90s. If at 52 I can actually lift more than my college athlete daughter, so can you. Call today to begin your journey back to health with my team at Cenegenics Denver.
I'm so sure you'll become a fan and a friend of Dr. McCallan's if you do this one simple thing. Call her 720-387-3681. My word on it. She'll change your life. 720-387-3681.
It's a difficult decision. When you finally decide to have your hearing tested, where do you go for professional care? Tens of thousands are spent every week on ads trying to convince you to come in for a free hearing test or a sale that's this week only. For professional care, I suggest you take a different approach. I'm Dr. Barbara Jenkins, owner of Advanced Audiology. I have 25 years of hospital and clinical experience treating both hearing loss and tinnitus. My first suggestion? Ask your physician who they would go to, not just who's on their list. Who do they trust? Second, go online and search Doctor of Audiology and then type in your area. You don't want an evaluation performed by a technician or hearing aid salesperson. Your hearing is a serious concern, so you should treat it as such. For more information, go to advancedaudiology.com or call 303-649-2122. Because at Advanced Audiology, we take your hearing seriously.
What's that? It's my next radio app, and this is Live Guide. I get to see what local FM stations are playing right here in town. I can see what songs are playing on FM radio and tap the one I want to listen to. Poof! It starts playing live with no delay. Wow. I can also save and buy songs, post what I'm listening to on social media, and even interact with the stations, including contests, all right here on my next radio app.
Don't miss your favorite sporting events, music, news, whatever. Skip the skip buffering, and get the free Next Radio app today.
Next Radio.
This is retirement jock Jeff Thompson. You can listen to me every morning from 8 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, on Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. I'm going to coach and empower you on how to get to retirement, stay in retirement, and live the lifestyle you've always hoped for. We'll discuss every relevant topic about retirement that you can imagine, and we'll make it entertaining and valuable so that you want to listen the whole hour. Tune in so I can teach you the winning ways to retirement. Remember, 8 to 9 every morning on KDMT, Denver's Money Talk, 1690 a.m. Listen to me, Jeff Thompson, the retirement jock.
You like predictability. You open a Cracker Jacks box, you know there'll be a prize inside. You walk into a Sylvester Stallone movie, you know talking will be at a minimum and explosions at a maximum. Same with your garage door. You press a button, you want it to close or open. Either way, with colder weather heading this way, you don't want surprises. Well, this winter, Don's Garage Doors makes predictability simple. If your garage door is groaning, squeaking, hesitating, or shaking like it's in a blender, don't wait for your door to stop working. Don's is ready to help with the kind of service you thought had long disappeared. Well, it hasn't. And since 1989, Don's has just about seen it all and fixed thousands of garage doors in the Denver metro area. They understand what all the noise and motion is all about and can fix small problems before they become large problems. Don's will have your door running smoothly in no time. Visit DonsGarageDoors.com today and enjoy a garage door as predictable as the sunrise. DonsGarageDoors.com.
It's tax season, and doing your own taxes, well, Well, we all know how that can turn out. Or you're paying too much to have someone else do it for you. Let Winter Mountains Tax step in and do your taxes the right way for only $125. And military, veterans, government employees, teachers, nurses, and RTD employees all get a 15% discount. Call Winter Mountains Tax at 720-998-1830 or visit wintermountainstax.com. That's 720-998-1830. Winter Mountains Tax. Taxes done right.
Stand by. Mics are hot. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show. Got an opinion or want to ask us a question? Email radio@experiencepros.com or message us on the Experience Pros Facebook page, and we'll interact with you live on the show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America, and quite frankly, the most inspirational 3 hours of your work day. Fed up, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
All right, well, we're going to teach you some etiquette and what it means when you say you're going to do something, but you don't do it. You don't follow through with it. You know, don't we all hate it when somebody says they're going to meet us somewhere, and then we show up for the meeting, and they never show. They just kind of no-show us. We feel like it's just a complete waste of time. And wouldn't it have been nice if they would have at least said, hey, I'm not going to make it, reach out to you. But it just
common courtesy goes a long way, right?
Like these days, we get a lot of folks who just are just so cavalier about their RSVPs. Meetup. We use Meetup all the time to host events. And one of the things that I've been able to count on from Meetup is the number of people that are going to show up. So if it says 30 people have RSVP'd, I can count on 30 people. I cannot count on the 30 people that said they'd RSVP'd.
That's true. In fact, more than half of them are likely to have RSVP'd yes and then no show.
And then there are those that show up but didn't RSVP at all. Mm-hmm. And so we've got both sides of the coin. Well, you're familiar with Open Table online as a way to make a reservation at restaurants.
Right.
Well, in Australia, there is an app that's similar to our Open Table here in the United States that has gotten so fed up with, and the restaurants have gotten so fed up that they've partnered up with this app that says if these people, if they RSVP and hold a reservation for our restaurant,
and then they no-show,
we're going to ban them from being able to make a future reservation with us.
More than that, we're going to name them and shame them. Ooh. Saturday night should be the most profitable time at Joel's Best Seafood Restaurant in Bondi, Australia. But all too often, about 1/5 of the people who have reserved a spot don't turn up. We don't make any profit for the night. We only have 60 or 65 seats, so if 10 or 12 people don't show up at $50 to $55 a person, the profit gets thrown out the window. So now he's taking action. He's banning people from making those bookings at his restaurant and expects to block plenty more.
So, over 3,000 people have been blocked. These are people that said, I want a table at your restaurant. I expect you to hold it for me.
Right.
I expect you to, when I walk in, for it not to be having somebody else sitting at my table that I reserved. Because don't we get so indignant on that?
Oh, sure.
I made a reservation, and we get all pissed. Upset about that. We get all upset about that.
Very upset.
Well, now the restaurants, they're holding your table. They've got people that are waiting. They've got people that are showing up, want to sit down, and they know you have a reservation, so they're losing out on revenue. Right. And finally, they're saying an RSVP means something.
It does. What does RSVP mean, please?
It means respond, if you please. It means respond. Yes or no. Here's the thing. If you were to call up the restaurant that you had a reservation at, half an hour before and say, hey, I'm not going to use that table, all would be good because they could use that table. They could still give that table to another patron.
So instead what you're telling me is I should click maybe on the RSVP.
Yeah, because just in case something better comes along.
That's what that means.
I like what you're doing. I like the idea of maybe going, but if something better comes along, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, and something always better comes along because you never show. Yesterday, we had an event, and I went through the list of those who were invited and those who had not yet responded, and so I reached out to them personally, but I also responded and reached out to a couple of people who said they maybe would go to the event, and both of the maybes said no because they found something better to do. Well, to be fair, one found something better to do across town. The other one is in New Jersey.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, that was a little complicated for them to get to the event yesterday.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we do this, and now companies are taking back and saying we're not letting you be unaccountable. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. You said you were going to show up, and in some cases, you actually have to have your credit card being used as in order to make this reservation.
Because we're going to charge you whether you show up.
They're
or not.
going to charge you now. I am not a fan of places that charge you for no show. If you go to the dentist or your lash appointment or your skincare, and I get it. If
you're blocking out
the time, and you've got that for me.
Your time has value.
And but again, when we're thinking about our business and growing our business, we need to make sure that we're creating that customer experience. That we're not policing clients, right, with our policies that make them not want to do business with us. We have to create an engaging environment that just because we have a few people that take advantage of, have the conversation with those few people.
Yeah.
Don't ban everybody. And so here in this case, people can still make reservations. You can't because you are bad. And so when you are bad, then we have the conversation and just about you, the one person, but we don't have to make a policy. Now everybody gets in trouble for it.
Have you taken Uber? Have you ever driven Uber?
I have not taken
Uber allows a two-way review system on the drivers, but allows a driver to also review the customer.
Oh.
So if you're rude and ignorant, Uber has the ability to apply a star rating to you, the customer. And now who wants to pick you up?
Yeah, nobody's going to pick you up. I remember, you've got to be really careful. It's a slippery slope when you start allowing for this customer rating. I remember a pizza company who started rating and making notes in their database about clients, right? So of course, I call up, I want to order a pizza, and you on the phone pull up my address. Oh, well, the last time.
She's no tipper.
Yeah, right?
Jerk.
And now you treat them poorly. Now, whether they're right or wrong, they are still your customer. If you don't want to serve them anymore, then don't.
Yeah.
Right? And you then they are no longer your customer. But how cavalier can we be about dismissing customers? And it's not just we are so short-sighted because we're looking at the one customer standing in front of us rather than the whole sphere of data, their database, their sphere of influence, and each person in front of us represents hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of potential revenue. And we get all up in arms because of one little off thing.
Yeah, you got to be careful there. If you're starting and ending your conversations about your customers with crack, you're in the dumpster, you probably need to rethink that.
About 45
Okay, so one more time. What does RSVP stand for? And do it the way you want.
You want me to speak in French.
Please.
And you want me to say, répondez s'il vous plaît. Right? But it just means respond. Yes or no?
It's the
We don't
best.
care. We just need an answer from you people. And if not, you're banned.
Banned. You're not banned from the Experience Pros radio show, though. Never. In fact, we'd like you to share it with other people. It's the most positive business talk show in America. We're grateful for you tuning in. Tomorrow is Fan Braggin' Friday. Go to experiencepros.com/radio and get the app.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business. This is the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact the Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or contact them on the web at experiencepros.com or on Facebook and Twitter at Experience Pros. If your customers love you, we want to know you. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Is good. KDNT Arvada, Denver. We're all about